Faction Talk. Jason Ellis and Erinn Hayes.
Hey, I'm Jason Ellis.
And I'm Erinn Hayes.
We got a show.
Love it.
And it's going to be great. We don't know what we're doing. We could be completely wrong.
We have no fucking idea what we're doing.
We'd be happy if it helped.
We would be so thrilled if it helped anybody at any time.
If it didn't help,
then fuck it. I hope you have a good time listening. You know, it's supposed to have a good purpose.
Yeah.
We talk about anything.
Anything.
Anything that anybody doesn't want to talk about, we'll talk about.
This is Love and Hate on Faction Talk.
Hey man, how's it going? That was loud.
That was really loud. I thought it was me, but no, it was loud, huh? Happy Monday.
Yeah.
We're loud today.
Yes.
Loud and live.
Yes. Hi,
Welcome
Katie.
to the show. Woo!
Hi, Katie and Jason, my two favorite people.
Thank you, Kate. That makes me feel better. It was way too female of a introduction. I needed a moronic.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the dumb shit in there. Too.
Suck her titty, Ellis. Something.
Let's go there.
I call you Ellis. You know.
Well, you're not going to tell me to suck a titty either.
I might.
Why do I sound...
I sound really loud too. I feel like, yes. I mean, I know there's volume control on here, but it's different than that. It's like as soon as it comes in.
Anyway.
Do we sound like we're screaming to the audience?
I hope so.
A 5?
Somebody called. It must have been an accident.
I need screaming in the morning sometimes.
You can't
Do you?
call. No one asked you to call yet. You don't even know why you'd be calling.
Well, I did.
I mean, it
post
wasn't in...
And
Who?
said, call, ask us
Oh.
anything.
Oh, you
Because
did?
You can ask us anything.
Anything at all. What do you want to talk about today, Katie?
55 Ellis 41. Well, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. How was your weekend? Let's start with that.
Yeah, let's
I mean, it was terrible. It was
Okay.
painful, and it's all my fault.
Good.
It
I like painful stories.
But it was like there was
completely.
good things that happened as well, but there was good things that caused bad things, and to me, it was just all. At the end of the day, it was all bad. It was all terrible, and I want to erase it all, and I will pay the price, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, and it's all my fault, and I don't feel sorry for anybody or myself. I just am looking forward to getting out of the little storm that is in my brain, and that is, and I am aware of what happens when Jason is in a storm, and that's it. So I'm here, and that's great.
Is the
All
storm
right.
hangover hell?
It's not a hangover.
It's not. Okay, so it's something else. It's something else because I was supposed to see you guys yesterday, which we don't usually do. We don't see each other a lot during the week. I know you don't. You never call me to hang out. What is that about?
I ate some Thai food, and I did throw that up viciously on Saturday or Friday.
One of those.
Real bad.
It was. You came
And
in
then-
the room and vomited.
Like,
So
and it was like, you know, when I felt like something was bad inside my stomach, and then to get it out, I put my finger down, and then that tapped into, well, you don't even need your finger, you're sick. And then it just all came out. Everything that I'd had all day came out. And then the next day I had a barbecue, and it was a UFC barbecue, and everybody came over, and I think I just completely ignored the fact that yesterday was so rugged. I really woke up like, I just did stuff with the for the kids and I didn't eat, and I didn't really register why I didn't eat. I was like, man, I just don't feel good. And by the time I ate, I think it was like barbecue. People were there, and we were
dark out.
I think I just had like meat, and then that night I remember like before I was so tired and I felt so sick that before I was trying to be polite and stay in the house before everyone leaves. The last 4 people, I just walked upstairs and went to bed. I couldn't even. I was like, I don't even care. You can hate me. I can't talk anymore. I feel sick, and now I'm just. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Cut to Sunday and text you like, you guys, you ready for me to come over? I'm coming over. And you're like, wait, what? And in a second, I didn't hear back because I was like, I think I'm going to. So my youngest boy is going to come. I talked about seeing you guys yesterday because to follow up on one of the challenges of last week, which was that Jason asked if I would teach him how to act, which we've been talking about for a long time. But we decided last week that we would start with learning a duet. Mm-hmm. So I, of course, spent my week wanting to come up with the best duet ever to make Jason sing. And we were going to talk about it last night. And honestly, when I wrote you guys, I was like, I'm on my way over. The only one kid's coming. Jason's like, no kids on the show. And I was like, he thinks I'm talking about Monday and it's Sunday.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he was very out of it. And I knew, too, Saturday night, like, he's like, bye, going up the stairs. And I'm like, uh-oh. That's... Usually I'm the one tapping out first.
Yeah.
And I just knew that Sunday was going to be a couch day.
Well, there you go.
Sometimes you need just a, like, couch recovery.
Of course.
Just snacking and napping and...
That's what Sundays can be for.
Yeah, for self-care.
I wish Mondays were for that, too.
Yeah, seriously, it's not enough. You know what would be another great duet the two of you could do is...
Wait, we're doing two? I haven't even done the first one.
Wait, can we tell? Can we tell what the duet is?
You could sing it, nobody would know what it was.
Oh.
Well, no. What this was born of, actually, was thinking how wonderful it would be to see you do, because you played me some of the music that you used to sing.
Yeah.
And going about the kind of... what would be really fun to see Jason do. I had to go to the opposite side of you, because you always say I would be a really good bad guy, or I'd be able to, so I wanted to pick the most romantic, corny, sappy person for you to play in a song, and so I picked a Kenny Rogers song.
That's pretty great. He's very soft.
He's very soft, and I just think it would be.
I thought he was like a hard guy, didn't he? Like
Kenny Rogers.
Just
know when to fold him and shit. Yeah.
That's a good song too. I'd like to see you do that.
I'm just saying he's not a. I thought he was.
No, but I mean, the song that I picked for us is "Islands in the Street."
Yeah, but isn't that song about fucking Dolly Parton?
Well, sure. I mean, if you want to look at it that way, I don't know if he was specific about Dolly Parton, but Dolly Parton is the one that sang it with him, and now we're going to do a video of it. Yeah, but we're going to call it "Islands in the Street."
That's not what it's called.
Spoiler alert: it might be filmed in the street.
But I do want to see you in a Kenny Rogers wig and beard.
He got a lot of plastic surgery and turned into a little bit of a lady, huh?
Did he? Did he really? I don't know. I haven't seen him lately. Can we see a picture?
He did get a little bit ladylike.
I won't ask you to be that.
It was kind of one of those things where I think it was right on the out of plastic surgery. Maybe there's a couple botchy guys.
What?
And he spent a lot of money and got like a.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? That's not all Kenny Rogers that we're seeing pictures of right now.
I like to think of chubby Kenny Rogers.
Wait,
wait
that's
a minute.
Kenny Rogers?
Well, wait a minute. Andrew just put up a photo where I feel like if that's the last one where that's him, he actually. I'd take it back. I think he looks really good.
Yeah.
But I think there was a transformation in there where it wasn't working out. Andrew, can you go back up to the fat one?
Everybody there
was a botched one for a bit there where he looked terrifying.
He had too much filler in his cheeks.
Wow.
Okay.
That's Lionel Richie with him. Should we do that next?
No, wait. I made fun of him for having a botched surgery, and then he fucking got it fixed. Yeah. He looks good.
He does. He looks good. Mm-hmm. He doesn't look ladylike at all.
I think he was fat too, and you don't realize that.
He was.
I never realized that he was like a fat guy.
Oh, there is a picture of yes, that's one that we don't like pulled up when people are looking at pictures of us. But wow, yes, no, that's awfully large.
A little jowly.
That was probably when he knew when to fold them and how to hold them, because he was drinking all night. When you drink all night, then the only time you eat is right before you go to sleep. Yeah, and that's pretty much like the dingo diet.
Terrible for the diet.
Right. How to make fat 101.
Yes.
Eat and then sleep.
So you know what I like to eat is at 4:00 in the morning. Yes. So then go ahead.
Wait, you eat at 4 a.m?
Yeah, I get up and I'm starving.
Right, because you just woke up.
Yeah, I woke up, but it's at 4:00 in the morning. Like, what am I doing? So if I don't eat enough before I go to bed, then I'm up and I gotta have cheese and crackers.
Wow.
That's my favorite snack. I'm white trash, Mom. Well, it's like cheese and crackers. That's all. That's all I need.
You're a different kind of person.
So
you have a lot of energy, and you're very small.
And does that not go along with cheese and crackers?
And you need it.
I need the cheese and crackers.
You're probably burning in your sleep.
What are your favorites?
Do you guys have sweaty pussies?
When?
Like all the time, because you burn a lot of calories.
I sweat a lot.
Yeah.
It's not from specifically my pussy. It's right next to it. It's like the inner leg pit. Holy sweat.
Do you have inner leg sweat?
Is that like sweaty balls?
I don't know.
That Alec Baldwin talked about on Saturday Night Live?
I'm sure I do have sweaty balls, but I
don't have a sweaty pussy. I just,
it stays dry.
It does. Now, that's two different things. Does one negate the other? No, I don't have a sweaty pussy, so therefore I'm dry all the time.
But when you get a wet pussy, is it a sweaty pussy? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm so disgusting.
Yeah, kind of.
We got phone calls. Sorry, dirty mind. Time me next time. It took me 9 minutes to go to the gutter.
Jesus Christ.
No, I think you went there when you said
You
hello.
guys should just do the show without me.
Look how happy you
Please,
got them.
no.
Lindsay.
I know.
Lindsay, welcome to Love and Hate. I know what I am!
Hi, Lindsay.
I just want to say I listen to all your shows and it brings my heart even. It makes me positive every day. The situation I am having is my father telling me that I'm worthless, and I don't know why I am worthless, and it's all because of just something so small. My daughter forgot to tell me her tags were expired, and shit hit the fan, and he does this all the time, and
How old is your dad?
he's 60, and I run his business.
But you're worthless and you run his business?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know your dad, but I can... Yeah, but you know you're not worthless, Lindsay, and that's like your dad's old school mentality, and it's not right, but you know that he doesn't think that. Like deep down, you know he doesn't think you're worthless. He loves you. He's just an old school prick, and when you're an old school prick, you say really bad stuff to your kids to make. I don't know why or who taught them back then,
either.
but that's all I ever heard. Nobody. If somebody had said that you were. Good looking, good at something, smart. I would have thought that was a gay attempt at blowing me
Wow.
because I was that sheltered in. You're a fucking stupid prick. That if you were like, I love you, I'd be like, well, he's about to blow me, because that's my only experience when someone says that.
So
you get molested.
So extreme. That's so awful.
But that's old school. But that's old school people. They say mean stuff to their kids. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know your dad, but I mean, if you're running his business, you're in his life all the time, you're helping him, and just to know how much you care about his opinion, that means there is a thing there, you know. I just think that old people say really stupid shit to their kids. I don't know why. I think maybe it's just because we don't know any better, and only lately have we started to do research on it and say, hey man, maybe beating your kids is bad, maybe telling your kid is useless is bad. But I think 50 years ago, fuck, 50 years ago, doctors smoked, as far as I know, I saw the TV commercial where it's black and white and the doctor's like, I smoke fucking Camels. I'm like, that's insane!
Yeah.
That was real.
But it was real.
Right, it could be a hoax, the world could be flat, but it looked like it was real.
No, my mom used to smoke cigarettes at the grocery store.
Lindsay?
You know, I screwed up a lot back whenever I was in my mid-20s. I had my first child at 16 and they helped me, but I took into drugs and I got help.
Yep.
But then whenever, my daughter is 18 right now,
Yep.
she's about to get married, but whenever she does something wrong, I get the blame for it, and it's every time.
Lindsay, is there any way that you could get yourself out of this situation when you're hearing your father talk like that? Is there any way that you can say, you know what, this isn't the time, I don't deserve this and I can't hear it, and so instead of taking it in when he's laying all of that negativity on you, is there any way you can get yourself out so that you don't have to absorb it? It's not yours. It's his bullshit. So he threatens you. What's the job? What do you do for him?
I run his apartment company. I run 116 units.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, you could say if he says to you, you're worthless, you could say, you hired me to be in charge of your work. What kind of a leader would hire somebody so worthless to run his business? What does that say about you? It's just a word. It's just a word, Lindsay. Stop analyzing it. When he says worthless, say to yourself, I'm running this fucking business. He's not going to listen anyway. Do you know, say to yourself, you're doing shit. You're handling shit. People make mistakes, man. Everybody makes mistakes. Oh, I did drugs. Oh, I fucking had kids early. Do not bash yourself, Lindsay. You're not on the phone saying, fuck the world, I'm trying to set everything on fire. You're trying. That's all you can ask. Fuck them.
The past doesn't exist. Move on. Tell
There
them
you
to
go.
move on. Move on, Lindsay, but move on yourself first. Don't take on this abuse.
You gotta
Move on and make him do it.
Yeah, you'll be alright. Just be a little bit stronger with it, and just ignore the negative guy, because you gotta worry about your daughter.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're not
Hang in
worthless,
there,
Lindsay.
Hang in there. Man.
So sad. Isn't it so sad how parents believe that they have the right to teach their children such negativity and awfulness and shame, and that's what they put in their life? I don't get it. I know that's where we came from, part of what we're talking about by being here, but it's like, I can't believe that people shit on their children.
Yeah. It's pretty fucked up.
Why? Why not just compliment? Why is it so difficult for people to say nice things to other people? What is the problem?
Well, some people smell and they have big noses. They speak different languages. Don't
Well,
get
if
me
they
started on
smell-
that. That makes
if
me
they
very
smell,
angry.
Then you should say something bad to them.
They make me very angry.
God,
Strange
you
people that I
stink.
don't understand make me very angry. I'll tell you that. Weird clothes.
Body odor deserves
Yeah.
an insult. Let me just say that. Body odor, too hairy. You know what? Some things just deserve to be called out.
You know what, though?
You can't. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Not to somebody you don't know. You cannot.
No, not to someone. I'm teasing,
Oh, okay.
obviously. I'm not like walking down the street and calling out like, you stink.
Okay, just making sure.
I've done that before.
I know, and you can't. It's very rude. You're very angry.
I know. You know what? If it's so bad that I start going and choking, I'm gonna go damn or something.
Dang, get
Very-
some
Very
deodorant.
inappropriate. Some people have a smell that they can't get rid of.
Like bad breath. You know,
I
the,
don't
you
know.
know
I
the
don't
bad
know.
breath
I'm just
people?
trying to be. I'm trying to be.
I know.
I know.
But do you know the bad breath people?
Yeah.
They get really that and they always stand too close. Have you noticed that? The ones that have this, that for some reason they don't know that they have the bad breath.
Yeah.
What is that?
I've told a friend one time. I told a friend while I was interviewing him, and he was an old friend of mine, and we were young, and I just said it because I was like, "Holy shit, Omar, that's disgusting." And a couple people looked at me like, "Dude, really?" And I didn't I was like, I just thought he was having a bad day.
See?
I didn't know it was all the time.
Right.
And I still
Like
don't-
chronic.
I just don't know if you have that halitosis thing. I don't know if you can you get a doctor to make it go away, or is it?
Yes.
Then,
can?
then why don't people do it?
Well, then and he had the hottest girlfriends for years. And I remember thinking, maybe he doesn't make out with them.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm paranoid constantly about, because I'm really sensitive to smell. I'm like, if my breath ever smells bad, I would want someone to tell me. And I try to make, there's things you can do.
Yeah,
Brush
totally.
your teeth, brush your tongue, eat some gum. There's little toothpicks
Anything!
that have tea tree oil on them. Like, there's drops you can take.
Wait, but does that-
stay in your stomach?
Hello,
and make your breath
Altoids!
smell good.
Is it? Are you sure that all works?
Yeah.
Well, it works better than not doing anything.
Okay, but I feel like you're getting pretty aggressive about my stinky breath right now.
No.
I'm
know
just
what's
saying,
funny?
if
You know
I
what
did,
you
I
think-
feel pretty hot hidden about it right now. and is getting pretty angry about it.
Do you know why I think? And this goes back to parents' insults. I remember one time, and my mom never spoke nicely to me ever about anything. But one of the things that went in, I think because I was a little girl and I was, whatever, everything was so bad in my life. Like, why she had to dump this on me. One morning, I got up before church and I came downstairs and she said, "Oh my, your breath smells." And it was the most, I was 6 years old. It's never left me. I think that's why I'm so friggin' angry about it, because it's so mean to tell your little girl. Like, it made me so paranoid. And if you come into my bathroom, which I'll never invite you, but if you do, I literally on my sink have 2 cups of toothbrushes and 2 things of toothpaste always there. And now I'm realizing why. I never knew until the bad breath
Do
conversation.
you ever put both toothbrushes in your mouth at the same time?
You know what? I haven't done that.
I would love
Should
to
I
see
try?
it. I would love to see it.
I've
Twice
used
as clean.
them, What?
Twice as clean.
Twice as fast.
Do you put 2 into your mouth? That
I
would be.
put as many things in my mouth as I can at all times. Except for right now because I got to talk. But yeah, I'm like super shoving shit in my face.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
What?
Just one.
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one brush. I do love brushing my teeth in the shower though, because you feel like you can be an animal with it.
I do.
Open your
I love
mouth
it
with the
too.
wine,
Yeah,
and
I
the
have a couple of
toothpaste
toothbrushes in
runs
the
down your
shower
face.
as well. Yeah, I love it. And you're like, yeah, it's all over my body. And it's like, whoa, I have suds all over me. But it's toothpaste and it tingles.
It does.
I think I had a thing about dirt. Like, I think I had a thing about cleanliness because I realize now the only story my mother ever told about me. I'm really glad Lindsay called in with this horridness because my mom made me feel like shit. My mother's only story that she ever told about me that was anything positive to any stranger that I ever heard, and she would say, oh, Ann, she used to clean the toilets in restaurants just as well as she cleans them at home, so that other strangers could have an experience of being in a clean atmosphere. That was her compliment about me. That was the best I could do. I could clean well.
I mean, but that's also a very thoughtful gesture. You're doing something nice.
That's the best thing about me, that I clean a fucking toilet well.
I'm trying to
a scrub brush. I'm seeing something about my life, like things with the handles and brushes at the end, like I've become attracted to somehow. I think I can dump that shit. Yeah. I think I can put that in my past.
Get dirty, Ann.
Thank you.
I'd be pumped if somebody complimented me on how I clean a toilet. Right? Because I just know it would be a bad job.
It's a bad job, but that was the other thing about me. No matter what job I was given, I always tried to do it really well.
Wow.
Isn't that fucking stupid?
No,
seeking approval.
Makes me want to have sex with you again.
Really? Talking about toilets? What?
No, not about toilets. About you.
Something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I would complete the task. Yeah.
See, I know.
I would do it really well. Yeah. I would do it really well.
I was over it, but now I'm back in it.
You were out?
I was out.
I was like,
for
a while with the
best of luck with your vagina, Ann.
And now that you know how clean I am, you want to get back in there.
Yeah, she's going to be clean and she has to get the job done. Like, it won't take long.
It won't take long.
No, I got a new thing now. I can't not come fast.
What do you mean? That's a new thing?
Something happened to me the last couple of weeks. I blame that dab thing. That dab just altered everything on my body.
What's dab?
Those really strong weed things. I stopped doing it all, and I think when you stop doing weed, it makes me lose control of how to regulate that.
Oh, so you're not as zoned out. You're more present and therefore ready to blow.
I don't know what happened, but it's not fun. I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Why isn't it fun? What do you mean?
Because I used to pride myself on being good at that. You know what I mean? That was one of the things
Holding back?
No, just make, like if I had sex with people, I put it down, make everybody come a lot. And then they're like, wow, whether you hate me or you love me, you're like, wow. And I'm like, yeah.
You did it well.
I always do that well. Not anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, not anymore.
So what's going to happen? You're going to
my ego's
you're going to be having less sex?
No, if it happens again, I'm going to probably start to do something about it.
No, really? Are we starting to talk about erection pills right now?
No, I have an erection. I just come too fast.
Yeah. So what do you do? What do you do about? What do you mean? What you can do about it? What do you?
Well, I'll do the where you practice it.
What?
You practice jerk off almost come but don't come.
And you're going to make it practice?
Yeah, I'm going to edge myself.
I love when you have the vocabulary for this kind of thing. Tell me what edging yourself is now.
Go ahead.
Edging is when you stimulate yourself sexually to the point to where you're about to climax, but then you don't let yourself climax.
That sounds horrible.
Right? I think it sounds kind of torturous, but I guess it can be pleasurable if you extend it, etc., etc.
Girls do not have this problem. Like, oh my god, I'm going to come too fast. Wait, I'll stop. Girls don't. No.
I know.
We don't.
I'm like, yeah, I just came.
Yeah,
I like her voice afterwards. Yeah, I just came.
That's how she says it.
Yeah.
Totally how
so gross.
You did it, yeah.
I turned into I'm sweating.
When we're talking about sweating again, it is a hot day today here in LA because I've become up. What are you doing? Jason just got up. Usually I'm the one getting up.
Yeah, he might be going up.
Is he going up?
No.
Wait, are you see? He's going to take care of Katie by turning on some air conditioning.
I mean, nothing can help me. I've been sweating. I tried.
Well, how about not wearing the sweater that you're wearing?
I could blame the sweater, but I'm just I sweat all the time. That's what it is.
Huh?
I blame the steroids.
Sure. Yes. Well, it's the steroids, meaning the ones that you're taking because you've had terrible asthma.
Yeah.
If you take, let me ask you this: the steroids, that you take, if you lift weights, will you get jacked?
I don't think so.
Oh. Why do they call it steroids?
What do you mean? You got to get a little. That's why you're sweating. If you're taking steroids, you're sweating, right?
Yeah. Steroid nasal.
Yeah, but if it's a steroid nasal spray, doesn't it go into your blood system?
Yes, that's.
Yeah, you're on fucking steroids.
Really addicted.
You can't fight in the UFC right now.
Man, it did work
that's
out
interesting.
yesterday.
And how did it feel?
For the first time in months.
You felt powerful, didn't you? You're on steroids.
I was impressed.
Everybody's on steroids.
Because I thought I was going to be in like hell, and it did suck, and I was like straining more than I usually would.
Notice he keeps saying a lot today, too.
You're on
steroids. You're going to send up fucking me
tonight. You came too
tonight.
quickly last night because she's like,
I was this morning.
You came too quickly this morning.
I'm ashamed. Yeah, it was all bad. Everything I do is bad right now. Yeah.
Would you say that you guys have sex every day?
No.
No?
Not lately.
Well, that's because you've had food poisoning and you come too fast. No?
I'd say we'd have sex every day if there's time. And there's like, and your vagina works and my dick works.
If it works.
What?
Is there ever a moment when a vagina doesn't work? Like it's a whole, like what would make that happen where your vagina wouldn't work?
He's not a fan of periods.
Well, yes. I mean, that's
not entirely. They're fucking
Who's
complex.
a fan of a period?
They're so complex. They're not normal. It's like, yeah, I'm a fan of fucking on a period, but then there's like, there's different days, different kinds of period. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of all those kinds of periods.
I don't want to be a part of any of those kinds of periods either, and I have one. I'm a woman.
Okay.
I don't know. I can totally understand not wanting. Like, I don't want to have I've never really wanted that. I don't find it extra sexy.
I do. I like blood. I like when it's a lot of blood.
Okay.
When it's down to like a little bit and it's like the end, it gets gross and I don't want to be a part of it.
Wait, what's grosser about less blood, though?
When it's old.
Oh, what? Oh, my God. What?
You know what I mean? The end of your period. No one wants to hear
This is the life.
No.
Well, I do. I have to.
Okay.
I asked the question.
The very end of a period, it's like older blood because it's been coming out and it's not bright red anymore and I think it's gross.
The bright red is more appealing.
Yes.
Do you do it in the shower? Should I stop asking these questions?
No, she hates doing it.
We talk about everything nobody wants to talk about.
Sex I find to be really difficult because I think it's because I'm short, and then everything's slippery. So I'm trying to like get myself into a position and like align my genitals with my partner, who's obviously always taller than me. And it's slippery, it's hard, and then I'm holding myself in such a way that it's like, how am I gonna come because I'm doing so much work and concentration, and then I'd just rather fuck somewhere else.
So much effort. Yeah. Okay.
That's too much.
That's a lot of effort.
You see what I'm dealing with?
I'm not sure if we need to have more period talk on the show, but if anybody wants to talk about their period, they can call in and talk about it.
Nobody's gonna.
I think that.
Oh, you know what? I would do a period hour.
Yes. Call in.
We need more female listeners before we do a period hour.
Nobody's listening.
But we could do. Nobody's listening. Nobody's ever listening. Nobody's ever listening.
And some people do enjoy period sex, though.
Oh my God!
Yeah, see what I'm living with?
Yeah.
That's nice.
All the time, and if I don't do it, I'm bad. And now I'm coming early, so now I'm just a fuck up.
Do you guys ever fight?
Yeah, we fought this weekend.
What did you fight about?
What was it about?
The transgender lady.
No.
What do you mean, no? That's exactly what we fought about.
Oh, it was a different one.
I want to know what you fight about because, and I also want to know because Andrew was so great and sent us some great topics. Thank you, Andrew. Because I want to talk about I do want to talk about jealousy. Do you guys ever get jealous? And if you don't, what do you fight about? And what makes you jealous?
You go, Jason. Do you ever get jealous?
No.
I don't really.
No.
I don't really
Why
do
not?
anything to make you jealous, do I?
Do you think it's because you guys are open, or what makes it? Because you guys obviously have a very open relationship.
Not really.
We do.
What? There are two different answers. You don't really have an open relationship?
I mean, we do, but it's not as open as you make it out to be. And it's not that open if Katie doesn't want to fuck a bunch of dudes. It's kind of like I should just not do it either. Kyle, welcome to the show.
Ah, hi, Kyle.
So I should fuck a bunch of dudes.
Please add.
Just pretend you're on your period, Kyle.
Yes.
Mm. Wait. Let me get this straight. Your father-in-law is asking for money, and he's getting it off your wife, and it's both your money, and she just keeps giving it to him, and you think that he's gambling it.
The last time we gave him money, it got to the point where she took cash advance from her credit card to give to him.
Oh.
And we ran into him coming out of the casino. This was a while ago. Now, he's without a job. I'm fine if he wants to move in with us. I mean, he's a great guy. He's got a bit of a problem. But we're just trying to figure out, I guess, what's right. Just yelling at each other about it, not letting it strain our relationship, being tough on that.
Well, it just sounds like if you're financially, I mean, if you're giving somebody money that you can't afford to give, that's when it's gone too far.
All right,
You know what I mean?
as long as it's discretionary money, you just give it and don't worry about
No, look, I think he should. If he's a gambler and he doesn't want to get help, then that's another story, man. If he's really gambling the money that your wife's giving him, then yeah, he needs help. But I just like if you don't have the money and then your wife is giving him money and you're gonna like go into debt, that would be crazy. But if you can afford it, I would instead of giving him the money directly, I'd be like giving him the money to go to the rehab place. I'm not aware. I don't know much about gambling rehab. Sorry.
I don't either. I just wonder if you guys are having so much of this conflict,
Gamblers
and
Anonymous
you don't
is-
want to because you sound like such a compassionate guy. Why don't you and your wife make an agreement of what the amount of money is going to be? You can't tell anybody how to spend their money. If he's a gambler, he's going to gamble it whether he says he's going to or not. So why don't you agree on an amount of money that makes sense for you, so that you guys don't have to fight about it, and also don't have to have ownership over what he does with it, since obviously he isn't gonna do what you say. But make an agreement so that you don't fight, and then let him do whatever he wants with the money if you have it, and stop fighting with your wife and be the kind, loving guy that you are.
last time we made an agreement and then saw the credit card go. The problem really, I guess, is she loves her dad. He knows how to push those buttons. You know, I'm out of money. I don't have any options.
Man.
I don't know what I'm going to do about. And last time we set a number and she went above and beyond that pretty significantly for us back then.
It's a really tough dynamic where your father is asking you for money all the time. That's really
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
It's gotta
yeah,
be
yeah.
weird for her to deal with that. It kind of seems to me like she kind of likes it in a weird way, because she's gonna keep. I think it makes her feel like she's taking care of him now.
Listen, my dad used to ask me for money all the time. He was poor. He didn't have it, and there is.
You give it to him?
Of course.
Right.
But
There you go.
it's there's so much connected with a father and a daughter. But the real thing is, you're so disappointed and upset that he's not taking care of you.
Oh
Right?
shit.
And so, and you can't say that. So your connection to that is, well, if I give them, at least I'm connected. I'm showing him that I care. I'm taking care of him the way that I would like to be taken care of. I'd love if my dad ever gave me a penny, but he was, he was a gambler. He had a double life. He would throw away money or give it for drugs or go and, anything that served his life. And I still would give it to him, of course. And I was 11, 12, But it's because she wants it from him, and that's a dynamic that is probably never going to be healed until the guy does get truthful with himself. But she can't go behind your back if you've made an agreement.
Right.
She's going to keep the healthy relationship with you going. You can have some compassion, understand she just really wants to be taken care of by her dad, and he probably never did it. I don't know this relationship, but he probably has never taken care of her the way that she would have liked.
That's great advice, Ann. Yes.
Yes, why not?
Yes, it's
why
not
don't
over.
the three of you talk?
It's you're giving him money. There's no boundaries anymore. You can
That's
just say,
right.
you can say what you think your wife is going through here.
Yes.
And maybe instead of asking for money all the time, maybe you should get help with the gambling thing, because we want to support you, but we don't want to support your addiction.
Right, and bringing it out in the open is the thing that makes it. Then you'll have you'll have an opportunity to say to Dad, like, we care, we want to help, and maybe bringing it out in the open will allow him to start taking some responsibility. That would be the best outcome.
Yep.
Of course
she doesn't. Anne just explained why she doesn't.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Do you want to tell your dad that you're sick of taking care of him?
Yeah.
I don't want. Nobody wants to say that.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Nothing can be done right now in this relationship behind anybody's back.
Right,
the person doing shit behind somebody's back is the dad who takes the money and then asks the daughter behind your back. All that behind the back shit has to end. Say to your daughter, say to your wife, I'd like to have a conversation. I think it's the best way we can do it to help your dad and us. Let's all be on the same page.
Yeah.
It's gonna be harmful. Let's have some ground rules. If anybody starts getting upset, we take a break. But let's address this as a family, because you, dude, are caring about your family and caring about your wife and caring about your father-in-law in such a great way. Be the guide for them to come to terms with their relationship and help heal it. Right on, man. Good for you.
Doug Benson, you know who he is, right?
No.
Yeah, you do. You were on his show and you got into an argument with him because you didn't understand him. But he saw me post that we were on a show together, which made him trigger. And I think it was when you kind of pulled your top up too, which made him go, "Hey, man, have you seen Anne in this one movie?" And I was like, "Nah, but I'll check it out right now." And I just
Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, and I just watched Cedar Rapids right when he told me to check it out.
Because I get naked in it?
Because of he was like, is she still as hot as that? And I was like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know how Doug came into this conversation, but I love when you say that I'm hot. Yeah. It just makes me happy. I know it's really superficial and everything else, but I like it. And wore a bra for you today for that purpose. See, and so it's kind of become a thing. And I think now that Doug's saying I'm hot, I'm into it. Now, Cedar Rapids, we're getting closer to the age that I am now, because last week it was 6 days, 7 nights. I'm just really happy I'm making you guys happy.
There you go. 855 Ellis 41 if you want to call Love and Hate.
I was Gingham last week, but I'm Paisley this week.
As she hides it. Oh, wow.
Wow, dang, just straight up.
Yeah, Paisley for anybody who's listening.
John, if you're on my YouTube channel, you just saw a celebrity's bra.
There you go. Soon. Soon on eBay.
John.
Celebrity.
John, you've called the show. Please say something. When you say you're doing your thing, are you fucking her or you're licking her?
Okay.
Okay.
It's foreplay time.
Wow.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah. No, look, wow, couple of days. Okay, that was the only mistake there was because this can happen. People can look. Something happened. This happened to me this morning.
No.
Yes, dude. Like, get ready for this, dude. Like, and I'm thinking to myself because I already had a premature ejaculation the day before, and I'm like, dude, don't do this today. And I know that I'm worse in the morning than I am at night. So she bends her. And first of all, she demands that I lick her while she's plucking her eyebrows.
Yes.
Because she didn't like the way that I said, like, can I get in there this morning or something. She was like, oh yeah, it's just like that.
Oh, you were like, I was planning on fucking you.
I didn't say that.
And you can blow me.
I don't sound like Andrew when I'm trying to hit on you. She made me go down there. Then I pushed her into the bedroom, bent her over the bed, and I've given it to her. And I can tell she's already gonna. Her hand is already demanding that my hand get down near there, and I know what I'm doing. So I'm like, God, really? Were you about to tell me where to put I know where to put my fucking hand. So then I'm banging her, and I'm only giving her half shaft. And then, because for two reasons. One, I don't know if she can take the whole thing right now, and the other is if I go too far, I might come too quick. So I'm like, I'm worried about it. I'm already out of the game. I can tell. So I'm starting to fuck her, and then she's about to come, and then when she was about to come, I moved my hand off the vagina, and I accidentally it went in the hallway one time,
me in the cervix.
and it hit her, and she fucking turned around and was like, "What the fuck?" And was pissed at me, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean." You know what I mean? Like
I was just about to come, and it was just like a bah! I mean, not intentional on your part, I know, but certain angles, it's like it's.
So she looks back angry at me, and I think to myself, "Look, I didn't mean it. And now you're angry at me. Quite frankly, you're a little bit demanding. I don't even know if I want to continue doing this." Then she turns back over, and because I'm the horn dog I am, I'm like, "Man, that looks really good." So I'll keep going. I'm like, "Let's just try to get back into this," and then I'm like, "Just come on, work it." And then I go, "Man, I'm gonna come." After all this, now premature Ellis is stepping into the... And I'm like, "Man, I don't need this in my life." And then as I'm coming, I see her hand go, "Oh, he's coming." I see her make a hand gesture as, "Oh, great."
Oh, no.
And I'm like, all I can do is, I'm coming. So I just laughed. I was like, she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I saw that fucking hand gesture." So I'm thinking to myself, I didn't mean to come. I'm a premature ejaculator. No one's gonna want to sleep with me anymore. And you don't really like me. And fuck you. Fuck. I don't want to go to work. That's what I did.
That's what I came into.
That's what I did this morning.
I had no idea. I was like, whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I can tell she's like, whatever. But I'm like, man, I pride myself on that. And I'm terrible. And I made her angry. Like,
it's a tender male ego.
But you've got to talk about it. If you leave it for 2 days, that's insane. Like, I can get back with Katie and patch this up if I do it today. If I waited 48 hours, it would probably take me a week to get it to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was part of the... It was kind of like, I didn't go down her and then she started to pluck her eyebrows. She was plucking her eyebrows and said, "Get down there," and that was kind of horny.
Yeah.
And I knew... No, I'm backing you. I'm backing you for stopping. I'm backing.
Yeah, I back that too.
Yeah, but I would say the next day, "Hey, I know we've seen each other for a long time, but if I'm about to have sex with you, you like biting your nails is the biggest cringe I've ever. Like, babe, you cannot do that to me again. You know?"
Yeah.
Right, which means. Great.
So get on roids. That's what he's trying to
All right.
say.
Thanks, dude.
No,
Steroids is the answer.
There's your answer. You were looking for it.
I mean, the biting the nails thing, I get where he got bummed because it's like he's doing.
That's crazy.
That's so.
It's like you may as well be on the phone. That's so fucked up.
Totally, it's such a checkout. Like
it is. It's like the cartoon filing the nails.
Yes.
Over exaggerated. Like be in the moment, but at the same time, I was gonna say. Communication.
Yeah.
Always fucking communication.
Yeah.
If he could have just been like, "Hey babe, are you not really feeling it or whatever? Or is there something I can do differently?" Like, talk to her to try to get her back in. His ego got bruised.
Sure.
Which is understandable.
Sure.
But the ego got bruised. He's hurt. He leaves. Now they're both mad at each other because you didn't communicate.
Right.
Like,
and
just, talk to each other. And it's cool if she's not feeling it. Like, respect that too, but like fucking talk.
Totally, they've been together for 30 years. Yeah. Like, listen, also sometimes you're bored. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, and can we bring in a sense of humor? If you've been fucking the same guy for 30 years, I have to say, sometimes you might want to bite your nails, but you know what? Then go, "I'm so wanting to bite my nail." Take the responsibility for like, dude, we gotta like, I'm starting to bite my nails here. I'm sorry. And it's most likely not even about the sex. It's probably that she's got something else on her mind that she's not dealing with. She's not able to be present for sex.
Right.
Maybe
something else has happened. Maybe
Justin, welcome to Love and Hate. Hey, yeah, I know you, the beard guy. Yeah. I'm barely on Snapchat anymore. I fucking put titties on there the other day, and somebody I'm like, man.
What happened?
I flagged it and it got deleted.
Yeah, like people just kicking each other in the fucking head on there all day, but you can't put a boob on there.
That's so ridiculous.
Such a weird.
It's like network television.
So dumb.
They can kill and maim and blood and guts and everything else, but no boobs.
Yeah, ooh, a titty.
Not something pretty.
Anyway, Justin, what's up, man?
Thank you. That was a long time ago. What do you mean you were never really into me? That was one of my biggest movies. Like, that was one of the first movies I did. Oh. Uh-huh. You were into skinny bitches.
Don't forget, she's got to get that job done. Done right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, different strokes for different folks.
Truly.
Let me just say that for starters. But you having a healthy sexual appetite, there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with them not. You know, everybody has what works for them. But because you're doing it a lot, it's not getting in the way of you like doing your job or having relationships with people, is it? Right.
Show us your cock.
Well, it's not like you're fucking the tailpipe, right?
Yeah, when you're having beers around your friends, do you pull your dick off? Do you like pull your dick out and jerk off around your friends? Yeah, relax. You're all right. Yeah, you're just in the butt. You're just in your truck too much by yourself, so you talk about dicks a lot when you get out. Man, that titty is almost out, Ann. Yeah. No, we should get on my YouTube channel because there's fucking titties. A wet nurse?
Yeah, the nurse for the babies. Oh. Just titty hopping.
Ew. That's real. That's real. That's the realest shit I've ever heard, man. Congratulations, man! I gotta get a wet nurse. How much does it cost to get a wet nurse now?
For an adult?
Yeah.
I think it's a whole different website.
I feel like I know people that would help.
I think you should try that before steroids.
I bet you I could pay Riley to be my wet nurse.
Yeah, but she'd have to be like lactating.
Well, I don't want any fucking milk. I just want to suck.
That's what a wet nurse is.
Yeah, but not if I hire a wet nurse to just let me suck on her titty to make me feel comfortable at night.
Okay, like if you had Jenna.
Yes.
This is the ultimate boobie to suck on, I would think. Jenna Valentine, if you are not familiar.
What, Jenna just comes over to your house at night, like hangs her titty over your mouth, and then you go to.
I've ever seen. Smallest vagina I've ever seen.
Yeah, she just
crazy.
She has the greatest titties ever. They're so cool.
I think there's a new business that we could start.
There is a cuddling business.
Oh, I know, but that's so absurd. Like I can't even. It's hard enough for me to have have a massage when strangers like rubbing my body. Like, oh yeah, I'm so desperate. I'm gonna call somebody and come and cuddle with me. Oh my god! I know, I understand, but a stranger. Oh, I mean, wow.
I would take a cuddle, but better end up fucking.
Yeah,
that's different.
See, your thing is you have a hard time separating non-sexual intimacy from just fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I do?
Non-sexual intimacy.
Non-sexual intimacy is more difficult for you. You have to turn it sexual. Vulnerability and intimacy, it feels like petting. it doesn't get the job done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You're like, yeah, just stop touching me. Like, what? Do you want to fuck or not?
Yeah.
But non-sexual intimacy is very important.
And what do you feel about non-sexual intimacy? Is it important to you? And does he deliver it?
Well, here we go.
Oh yeah, getting in there.
I mean, I could always use more cuddling and.
Really?
I'm trying. She's hot, man. I give her like, hey, I really like it, and then I'm like, man, you're hot.
I know. Okay, so yes, and so then you can make love and everything else, but then can you cuddle after? Like, can you cuddle a couple of hours later and
Totally.
be like, yeah, you don't cuddle very much, do you, Jason?
Owen, welcome to the show.
Oh,
he's so cuddly.
it seems so.
You just called me fat.
I didn't.
I'm a premature ejaculator, and I'm fat.
I didn't. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy on Faction
We got to
Talk.
move to San Diego.
Stay sexy, San Diego.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got it.
Wait, are we in San Diego?
No, but
Yes.
we'll be. I think we'd all be much more relaxed if we were.
We have to go.
Truly, what? Hi. What do I need to do?
Oh.
First of all, it's not Celestine.
I know.
That's the Celestine Prophecy is a different movie, and I would have preferred to be in that than in my life. But because I wasn't, I was in my life, and no, I wouldn't have changed anything for the world.
Celestia,
Otherwise,
you
I wouldn't
idiot.
have survived.
Celestia, right?
Celestia,
Enjoy the show.
are you offering to fly me in?
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
I think once a show now you get a flight offer.
Well,
Oh,
no,
is that what
no.
the Healy said?
Yeah.
No, they want me to come, but they don't want to. They don't want to put out the bill.
Let's milk this. Let's fly.
You're gonna need to fly all of us together.
Oh my goodness.
Two
Yes,
seasons,
exactly.
4
If they,
seasons.
I definitely need to, have company. All right, you guys are going into. That was fun.
I feel like it's better every time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah, I hope you feel better, my love. Now, you guys. Oh, he's got to go right into record.
Yeah, I can take that though.
Why don't?
Sorry.
Yeah, let me get out of here, Andrew. Thanks for that. And anytime you come across anything like that, which it's terrific.
Yeah,
I
don't
think.
feel that. Yeah, if you guys are having a conversation, don't just throw that stuff in there. But otherwise, like if it gets it going.
I love it. Any backup plan. All right, now I need to see. I need to.
Next 2 weeks off.
Wait, what?
Next 2 weeks
We're going to
off.
Oh, I didn't know that. Next 2 weeks off. You're going to Mexico? Do you want to wait till you get back from your vacation to work on this? Okay, perfect.
I can practice it out there. Got nothing else to do.
Yeah, practice. Practice somewhere. Well, why don't I give this to you guys? Well, do you want me to give this to you, or do you want me to talk? I think Robert would be helpful. Okay. Why don't you guys tell me? I'll walk you through without any pressure, so that then we could be daydreaming about it or whatever. Okay. So you tell me. You let me know what's good. Perfect.
Dingo's caught in traffic down in Anaheim, so he wasn't sure when he'd get here. And he's like, I can just do Thursday, the full show. So we said, cool, don't worry about it.
Jason, I put Dingo sunglasses in your bag.
I know.
Okay.
Oh my lord, gentlemen. Good stuff. Gentlemen, will you share in the delight of the incredible chocolate brought here today? Come on, Corbin!
I'm not very good at saying no to delights.
Yeah,
so-
I don't know why you would be.
So you look at
That's
these
not a
little
skill you want to
swirl
hone.
bags that tells you, like, that's a caramel walnut. It's not like peanut butter, caramel.
Yeah, as long as there's peanut butter, I am a happy fat fat.
Really?
I love peanut butter. chocolate.
I should say
It's
no.
it's
but yeah.
it's really
That's pink.
yeah.
It's gotta be.
Oh, they must be on sale.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? Thank you.
They're
Yeah.
either
I was at Target
caramel,
last night and I bought some
peanut
80%
butter.
Shit, man. So I did the same thing.
They're
I
all
was in the
good.
Grove and I went in and I was like, oh my god, I'll just take all that.
We didn't have the kids on Easter, so I just went and got their Easter baskets after.
Oh, well, there was all
work now.
Okay.
I was just grabbing all kinds
Well,
of shit.
that's when it should be celebrated.
Yeah.
The week after.
So what's the ideal replay time? Is it 51:15?
Amazing.
Yeah, and then just put like a
Yeah,
10
okay.
second.
And they do
Is
like
it?
holiday
What'd you
stuff,
get?
and they have rabbits, and they have chocolate skulls. And
No. How did these two things go together?
Since it like went a little
Wow.
long.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it was right there for everybody.
Yeah. How
You know,
did
how much
you?
longer
Yeah.
is it?
These are delicious.
are they good?
You're
Yeah.
insane.
So it's like 151 over
And they just started selling soft
So it's like
serve
shrimp,
now
like
too.
that.
They
That I haven't
yeah.
done
Yeah.
walnuts. You don't
Soft
have it.
serve,
You don't
and
have
they
it
got
yet.
toppings
No, I
in
like
it.
As
Some
we
like
watch Andrew.
special dairy.
Yeah, blow
Blow,
up and
blow up.
stop breathing.
It's like walking distance by there. We used to walk by there all the time on the way to
Yeah.
Where do you live?
It's on Sunset and Sierra Bonita. Do you know where Chivo is? You'll know that restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like
I love
right
that
on the
restaurant.
corner from
You're
Chivo.
right by Bonham.
Anything
The
for
Odd
today?
Man, yeah.
Yeah, they're right on Sierra.
Do you need
Uh,
video wise?
Oh.
Anything?
I don't believe so.
Okay. We'll hope Swartzen shows up.
Yeah. We kind of have.
Yeah, I love that whole.
I was gonna say we kind of have headlines just sort of squeezed in there. We could do them.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can only let Nick Swartzen make us audible.
I mean, I
so
hope
many.
third time's the charm where he actually like shows up.
Yeah.
And then I can play the Rousey thing with you guys talking over it. And like, as I said a couple days ago, like I'm not against playing video as long as you guys are talking.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
that's queued up, ready to go. So.
Yes. I have one. I think Andrew gave you one earlier. You guys have a terrific show. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam. Bye.
Oh, Katie. It'll be up on demand half hour, 45 minutes if you guys want to
Oh, where'd he go?
tweet it out.
Oh,
So,
there. Do you want coffee too, or just the sparkling water?
No.
Beautiful out there, huh?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
2.5 minutes.
Ready with 1 minute to spare. Don't know what to do with myself.
Jason, camera light or lights for your camera.
Too bright.
Too bright now?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. Maybe it'll just adjust, but super blown out. Whatever.
Okay.
My clit is huge. Red the Dragon, Night, Danger, Canada, Uncircumcised, Philanthropy, Stupid Stuff, Supercross, Pain, Nipple, Machete, Fashion, a scintillating bloodbath of hellacious fury, Evil, Cannabis, Interesting Things, Awesome, Radio. I ordered extra large popcorn and a gallon of Coke, 'cause I'm a tiny guy and my chick is dope and fat.
It's the Jason Ellis Show. With Jason Ellis.
Jason fucking Ellis in the house tonight.
Michael Tully.
Who's the most attractive prostitute in Los Angeles? Bring her to me.
Andrew Bruce.
You wanna play my game?
Kevin Kraft.
Ah, fuck!
And Will Pendarvis.
Fuck yeah, I'm Will Pendarvis.
Awesome, blowing up.
Jason Ellis. This is the Jason Ellis Show.
Hey, check me out. Welcome to the show. It's Monday. You know, it's the day where it's all starting and people could be like, oh man, I feel good because got a whole week of the man telling you what to do, sticking his finger up your ass when you least expect it. But the way I see it, man, life's like a pair of socks. When you run in socks, at first they're grippy. You could take them off. But, oh wait, you hate wet socks, huh?
Big time.
What about whole socks? They freak you out?
I don't like it.
Which is worse?
Wet. For sure.
Do you own a pair of socks that have a hole in it?
No.
Right?
No, dear God, no.
No fucking way. What about this? You pull up a long pair of socks and you got your hands on the side, and when you pull it for some weird reason you hear and you're like, did I just fucking choke the chicken on these things?
Lose the elastic or something?
But it didn't blow out, but you felt it. Are they done?
I would not judge them until they start to let me down.
Right, so the sound will not bum you out.
I have one pair that fall down on me, and I like them so goddamn much that I keep giving them second chances.
Why? Are they made of something special?
No, they're just another pair of Stance socks, but I just like them, but they fall down like old lady pantyhose, you know?
We should get more Stance socks.
We should definitely.
Didn't Ryan Sheckler's dad send us a pair? What happened to that?
Is that where that came from? Dude, I have a lot of Stance socks.
No, they're the...
Yeah.
I think Steve Caballero gave me a pair too, but...
That is my...
We did know people.
Like, I find reasons to go to Ross. I'm a bargain hunter.
Okay,
Ross is like the discount store, and I just scour through. I had one of my best days I've had in the last few months was one day I found like 8 pairs of Stance socks that I really, really like. These retail for between $10 and $20 each. I got 8 pairs for like $28.
Betsy got me cashmere socks one time for, I don't know, it's a birthday, Christmas haze. But they're fucking dope.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I only wear them with certain boots or whatever,
No,
but I know when I'm going to wear those ones.
But
I don't think they were cheap though.
I doubt it.
But they were for me.
To your original...
Yeah, Betsy!
Right. I am always I have too many socks because I'm always buying more discount nice socks, so I look for reasons to throw them away.
Oh, okay.
So if there were a hint of that is my extravagance, is I always have on. If I'm wearing like the pair of socks that I'm wearing today are actually not new. These are part of the original Sheckler.
You can tell.
Pack. I just really like them.
Yeah, that's probably one of the first things that I left and chose to live my own life in. The one pair of clothing that I did not get for free was the sock world. So I've always been a sock guy, as in I'm only wearing the socks that I'm into.
Yeah.
And if you put on the wrong ones, I can't wear them. It's weird. So, but I will try to hang on to gems. So, and I think that is a little bit of a you're making me want to clean my sock drawer, because I feel like there's a couple of them where I'm like, these guys have been my friends for a long time, and I won't even like. There's not a hole in the bottom. Like a hole in the bottom, they're going in the trash. But
of course.
But there's ones where I'm like, it's coming off when I put my shoe on. I'm like, why do you still have these? You remember this one comes off in your shoe? Yeah, but I mean, I think I might have made a skateboard trick in one of them, and I can't fucking let go. It's fucking embarrassing. They're like some crusty. They've still got. That's right. They've still got a little bit of a burn on the ankle where I have done a knee slide in them with skateboard pads on.
This is a while ago.
That's a while ago.
My favorite pair, my absolute favorite pair, which I also bought for like $5 at Ross. I forget every time I find them. I'm like, oh right, these ones. These are the fucking best ones. There's a reason very often why things wind up at Ross, which is TJ Maxx, Marshalls, same shit. It's supposed to be like what, size 9 to 13.
Yeah.
These are like 11 to 16.
Okay.
They're not the wrong size. They just somebody goofed up and put like I've got a lot of Stance where the Stance logo's on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And that's why they end up at Ross.
Man, I couldn't tell you that. That's
These
awesome.
are logo on the outside. So these are the best fucking ones, and they're just like a half inch too long. And the only way they can be comfortable is for me to pull them back from the ankle and to leave like a little like Bill O'Reilly chin.
Yeah.
Hanging off the back of my foot.
Man, I just realized a business we could start. I could go to all the athletes I know and get all their socks and underwear and pants and t-shirts and jackets that they don't want, because there's just millions of them every month. They would give me I could go around and get it every month, a new package from everybody, and then sell it and when say that the money's going to charity, but we just keep all the money.
I like the end of that. Yeah,
Right?
that's a big thing with game worn shit in baseball.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Guys will be changing shit like
right,
every inning, because then it's legitimately game worn.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though it's not like, if I got a Tony Hawk t-shirt for you guys, Tony would have wore it. Like, he's the kind of guy that wears them a lot. Not like he wore it for a second and then and then throw it away. Like it's his t-shirt.
He lived in it.
Yeah.
Right. But the other thing.
Oh, then you get a photo. That's right. You get the photo of him doing something with that t-shirt.
Something cool. Right.
That's when you know it.
That's the best case scenario.
Right.
What I do, because I start to play favorites, is now when I clean my socks, I stick them in the back of my sock drawer so that it's constantly pushing up.
Oh fuck! You're light years ahead. Okay,
right?
I shouldn't even be having this conversation. I
So,
bow down to you.
So I have like the best possible rotation.
I
But what I'm finding now is that there's like 3 or 4 that are collecting at the front, that they all have some sort of fatal flaw that I don't want to admit to myself.
Oh,
like
but you're not getting rid of it.
I'm not wearing them, but they're not, like, for example, there's one that I like a lot, but the color scheme is basically like orange. So it clashes with absolutely everything else that I own. It's like orange and maroon.
Yep.
It doesn't. I look like I'm wearing like if there's a made up NFL team in a movie, this is the colors that they'd be wearing.
I'm not wearing orange anything.
I know, but I like the socks by themselves. I like the socks. That's the problem. But since I've adopted this method in the last couple of months, it's making me, face some harsh realities about my sock rotation.
I feel like we're both facing harsh realities about socks right now. I know I am.
Highlight of my fucking day. I love picking out my socks. I mean, I wear a black t-shirt and jeans every day. It's the only flair I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, then if you got the same, then you can get flair, because I got to watch out. If I get too much flair in my sock, I might, something loud on the top might fuck that up.
I definitely, at this point, my socks are driving my sneaker purchases and not the other way around. Because I had too many socks that didn't match my sneakers.
Okay, well that tells me, because I run the low black sock thing because I'm all about getting them flashy sneakers.
Right.
And if you've got loud socks, you can't fucking wear both. That's ridiculous.
I mean, sometimes, and then you start falling into traps of where you're like, well, I can only wear these socks with these shoes with this shirt, and that becomes sort of like one of your little it's like a costume that you're putting on. It's too much.
I was stuck that way when I bought suits. When I first bought suits, I couldn't mix and match.
Right.
So I was like, I can't wear this ever again.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you got to figure out how to mix and match here, bro.
I either wear all that shit or I wear none of that shit. So I just got a nice pair of that I'm happy with, a very basic, straightforward black and silver New Balances. They go with all my socks.
Right, black and silver. Good point. Yeah, I'm black and silver or black and gold. But I will be aware of that. Like if there's a gold thing on, then everything else has to do that. So I'll do silver. I'll do silver. I did it today.
Yeah.
Shoes got a bit of silver on it, so I got a silver necklace. I'm not a moron.
Right.
I don't wear the gold today.
I don't know what it is about me.
I don't smile today either.
You don't? Oh, gold teeth. Oh, gold teeth. I got that. Oh, I jumped the gun. I should have waited until I actually understood what the fuck you were talking about.
Good.
little amped
Tell
up
me
on,
when you figure it out.
on coffee. I was up late. My wife and I were doing our taxes together acrimoniously until like 1 a.m. Which is, I mean, me 1 a.m. That's insane.
Well, you're a stand-up comedian. Isn't that like your life now?
No, it sure is. It sure is. I'm the guy who, because I go on early in the show because I'm no good. So I'm done at like 9:20 and I'm driving home. I told you I keep melatonin in the car so that I can start falling asleep when I pass the 10 freeway. I take my melatonin.
Oh my god! You're telling people that it's dangerous stuff.
I know, like a fucking Rain Man. And I wasn't always this way. I used to be the exact opposite. It's so wild. I used to be I used to not brush my teeth. I used to not shower. I was disgusting.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
I had a hot girlfriend, and she told me one time she had a fucking model. One time this girl came in to be on the Maxim channel on Sirius. Just I hadn't seen her in 10 years. She's a legitimate hot. She makes a living being a hot chick.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend told me when I finally started brushing my teeth again, you know, one time you got in the car and I'm looking at her, my hot girlfriend's looking at her model friend going, oh my God, this guy fucking stinks. But they didn't say anything to me. And she probably had sex with me that day.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
It's crazy. It's disgusting.
It's rock and roll, though.
I didn't wear shoes.
That's rock and roll.
I guess that's what it was.
Tons of people like that.
Yeah. I guess. I can't relate to, I would hate old me.
Well, it could be worse. Andrew, I can't wait anymore. I'm very busy, but I need to know how great is Ronda Rousey and how great was it?
She's awesome.
Yeah? It's because you did not speak highly of her in her first fight, but now you're saying that this one won you over.
I'm completely sold. She looked like she was actually having fun, and that made a huge difference.
Did that girl just punch Ronda Rousey in the face like a cheap punch?
Yeah, Stephanie McMahon.
Don't get it while you can.
How old's Stephanie McMahon?
I think she's in her 40s.
Right.
At least.
Right, Ronda Rousey being angry.
She looked great. Still a couple of like the overhand moves, not entirely clean, but
Wait. Can you pause this? Now, would you describe the quote-unquote punches that we're seeing right now as clean wrestling moves?
they weren't that bad.
Wait a minute. When you stomp your foot on the ground to make the noise of the punch that doesn't hit, you're saying that's good.
These
Is it
look like
good?
particularly bad ones of that what Kurt Angle was just
That's
doing
what
to Triple H.
he like. I'm like, why is? Yeah, but why is Triple H falling without being hit?
He's taking a punch from an Olympic gold medal.
But it didn't hit him. What? Are you watching what I'm watching? Because I didn't see him hit him.
He's getting. What I'm seeing is a guy getting air punches from Matt Serra in a unitard.
Oh, man, Matt. That's fucked up. Matt Serra's way cooler than this guy.
He's fucking George the Animal Steel now.
Oh,
Give him a green tongue.
Man. Okay, wait. He hit him then. He actually kind of hit him then.
Well, now that
funny.
Triple H isn't moving, it appears Kurt Angle is able.
Oh, those are great. I see what he does there. Right when you go to hit you with the hand on the head, you bat the head away with that hand to make it look like a hit. That was cool. But yeah, here's Ronda Rousey. Oh! The old lady pulled her feet off the table.
Never trust a McMahon.
He's really quite a sneak in this match. But it was really good.
Makes sense though. You got to be sneaky when you're going up against an Olympic caliber athlete.
Two of them.
Wait, she can't tag. Oh yeah.
Just tag me in. Just get. Oh God, can't you?
If only Kurt can. Oh wait, wait. Did you just rub your leg instead of tag?
Now would it be an option for him to roll over to the corner to complete this tag?
Instead of shaking that hand in agony, could he reach it out and tap her hand? Oh my drama queen god!
She's
okay.
in.
Wait, that lady just waited for that. That was weird. The old lady just waited for. Oh, cool. Ronda's talking shit. That was cool. Oh, cool. Huh?
Good.
Yeah,
she
she
did
did.
a suplex into a front flip.
There's some weird. Oh, that was okay. She kind of let go of stuff. That's cool though. Yeah,
you would think that when you know you're giving the tactical advantage to your opponent, that you maybe wouldn't stand there and wait for them to apply the finishing move.
You do the hokey pokey and you turn your opponent around. Oh, look at these!
Oh, now she knows how to punch.
Wait, what the fuck is going on here? What's it? That was. Okay, pause it. Because what did it? Because I'm under. Wait. It started out bad to you. Because I thought it sounded out. It looked like it. Oh, bad as in her fighting technique.
Bad as in her fighting
Yeah,
and you think her acting got better this time round? Oh, that's awesome then.
To me, yeah, she's got Ronda face. When you say she's making bad faces, I can picture what the bad Ronda face is. I think I can see where her persona and her like level of comfort and like just the mean mugging that she's doing does look. She looks. What the fuck? What would you call that move that they just did?
Ooh, did you just see Ronda? Did you see Ronda? Wait, go back. Did you see her arc her butt up before she got up to send? That was horny. Sorry. Now I fucked Andrew over.
Yep, she's picking the hairs out of her. Yep,
she looks great.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Here we go. She's picking her up by her ass and he threw her under her feet.
That looked like fun.
Look, see that? Ooh. Is she gonna do it? Oh no.
Did she just pick a wedgie out of her camel toe?
Yeah, it was right up there.
If a guy doesn't do his ass, I'm going to make the exact same comment. Fair's fair.
How did you feel about that angry face? Did you feel that was a good one?
I was not looking at that. I was actually looking at her pro wrestling prowess. Was it good? I wasn't asking you.
Wasn't very good. There's an armbar. Oh, she just got out. Wait, her elbow. Are you? You can't do. Oh my god!
I think they do themselves a disservice when they try to replicate actual wrestling stuff.
Thanks, Michael. Her elbows. Do people in fake wrestling not know if the elbows out that there's no armbar there? Okay. As a guy that knows fake wrestling and MMA, what do you think about that? Spoiler alert! I didn't know that. Go to the bit because I don't think Tully's seen her punch Triple H. It's pretty funny.
I sure haven't.
She just does pad work on his stomach. But still, I feel like here they go. Man, Ronda is.
But there's just there's no realistic way for him to act like those punches are doing damage. He's doing the thing that like a humongous guy does when his girlfriend gets drunk and punches him. Because he can't even sell that he's getting concussed by those punches. Oh, now you slapped her. See, before it was a sport, but now you've made it personal for Ronda.
Yes.
How many times are you going to make this mistake, Stephanie?
Okay. How much?
But this was good, right?
This is good. Okay.
Good. Well, she seemed like an absolute natural for it, so I'm glad that she is.
Watch out.
She did interviews with all the major sports publications afterwards. It was like, this was a great amount of fun.
Did she finally talked about how great it was to get beat in the UFC, right?
She did address that.
Yeah.
She was like very complimentary of Rose and Joanna.
Yeah. I feel like she's made a big move here somehow, and because she was very mean to people when they talked about MMA, and now she's sort of she's finally admitting that I know, dude. I'm just saying what she's trying to show us. She's showing you that she's past it, and she's very happy. Not only is she happy, she's very lucky to have been beaten by those last two opponents. She said, right?
Best thing that ever happened to her.
So that shows that she's got past it. You see, Michael? You see how she's done that?
See, you guys are being critical from an MMA knowledgeable point of view of whether or not this is a realistic finishing move. As a dum-dum, going back to when I was watching this stuff as a child.
This one's not as embarrassing, Michael, because there's an armbar in it, but the one before. But yeah, for Andrew, I feel like a lot of wrestling fans don't care about MMA and they don't watch it. Even though I feel like, dude, even on YouTube, dudes do arm bars on street fights. Like, it's kind of everybody knows a little bit.
Oh, they still do the replays during the match? Like, we can pretty confidently say nothing's going to happen for the next 15 seconds? I love that.
Wait, they... What?
They'll show a replay during the match, and just coincidentally nothing of any importance ever happens to happen in real time while they're doing that.
These... No, do not. She said, no, do not. Oh, I'm gonna. And then she did.
Yeah. No, I was just saying that I can't, when I was watching this stuff when I was a kid, it was always disappointing to me when a guy had, like, the figure 4 leg lock or whatever, because I was so dumb, I couldn't even figure out if it was real, how it was supposedly working. You know, an idiot can understand a DDT, a pile driver. I never even understood where the point of pressure was.
I feel like, I'm trying to look at it like a wrestling fan. You guys... you got somebody who's famous for other stuff. You got him in your world. I feel like Ronda always came across to me as somebody who was more of a natural WWE fan than an MMA fan. You know, I feel like, which is so weird because fact still remains. She was really good. Man, she's not a very good puncher though. That is it. That's a very bad look. Shut up, Jason. I'm a hater.
Let's just say that
she's great.
Let's just say that the UFC had come along when Ronda was 40 years old, and there was just zero chance that she was ever going to be involved in that stuff. If you were to tell me that 45-year-old Ronda Rousey loves on a Saturday night to crack open some beers and watch either WrestleMania or a UFC pay-per-view, yes, she does seem like a more natural wrestler.
All her friends are into it. She loves it.
Than MMA fan.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a... Yeah, and Shannon Baszler's doing it like almost kind of like the way everybody else in wrestling does it. Like, Ronda got a hall pass, but still, I just feel like they've always been into wrestling, you know? Man, that guy is really old, and it's a real weird, like, he's got, like, little arms. So, I don't want to analyze that guy, but he looks very...
I've been hearing for years about him, and I don't know anybody that when you see him backstage, you cannot believe that human being could possibly walk out to the ring, much less compete. For years.
Oh, I did see that. Oh, I didn't know that. Who's boring?
Is that Roman Reigns? Oh,
but I saw somebody Snapchatted me that Brock Lesnar won, and the guy that sent the video, he was very bummed out because apparently the other guy's more of a wrestler. Because I could tell that he was pissed that Brock had won.
The other dude is a cousin of The Rock and Samoan and kind of long lineage. People hate him, but they were thinking he'd beat Brock because every news report has said Brock is signing with the UFC on Tuesday.
Yes, which would mean if they didn't win, boy, would that throw WWE fans into a twirl.
Yes, because they
and that's what happened.
They would like to have a fighting champion. Brock shows up 6 times a year, has an awesome deal, and basically gets to decide who he loses to and when. And so
But this time he won.
He won, which is surprising to everybody because if he signs with the UFC, you'd see him even less, let alone would he stay the champion.
wait a second. He's got Jimmy John's barbecue endorsements on his wrestling trunks?
He's the one guy that's allowed to have personal endorsements. He wears like a Jimmy John's hat.
Oh, shitty.
What? He has Jimmy John shorts on?
Yeah, no, he's got one on the back of each leg. He's got a little JJ. Oh, the front and back.
How much?
He's disrespectful to the WWE.
I said it. You did say it. I love how you defend him. Well, Ronda Rousey doesn't have a fucking Bob's Jimmy Shack on her ass. Yeah, but she doesn't because she's got respect for the game. Man, as a hardcore WWE fan,
when she's training, by the way,
I don't enjoy this sellout motherfucker taking the belt from the real fighters. I mean, this guy's related to The Rock. How much more of a well-deserved champion do you deserve to be?
Right, but everybody hates him too. I know enough about that because since he showed up, the WWE, correct me when I'm wrong in any of this, has been just sort of like, yeah, this is our guy. We're going to put him on the fast track. But right, but the fans have never really been on board with him.
Oh.
He's the company's guy, and not in like a heel, like fake storyline kind of way. Just it's like they're like, what do you think of this Roman Reigns guy? I think he's pretty great. And people are just not connecting with him. But still, you want him to beat Brock because at least he wants to be there.
I mean,
my enemy's enemy is my friend.
My next thing is Brock Lesnar fat?
I know, right?
Right? Yeah. Is that like a good sign to be back in the UFC? You gotta give him respect, man. Like the dudes they're talking about giving a super fight. The winner of a super fight gets this guy, and he's just some fat bastard who can't punch or kick at all.
These are all good points.
It's the last one. Whatever one he gets, dude, is the unless you give him like another like ridiculous striker who can't wrestle. But who is it? You know what? Francis a good wrestler? Like,
did not appear to be.
It did not look like that, did it? But man, if you're that bad at punching, I just don't see Brock moving out of the way of anything. He is a very stiff upper body guy. I feel, you know what I mean? And,
right.
But then again, you know, these are the steroid things, man. If you do steroids and HGH, like maybe he's off, and then like he's gonna do a bunch more before he goes in to get tested, before he goes to into the USADA bullshit thing, or maybe he gets that deal where he doesn't have to get tested by USADA because that has happened to him. Did that not happen?
I think there was some shady questions in terms of him being fully in the USADA program for unnecessary time.
Well, that one I kind of give him a pass, right? Because they needed a fight for a pay-per-view something,
right.
And they wanted to get him in for a certain time. I think that was the Mark Hunt one. So it wasn't like he demanded that. They broke the rules to get him in there.
Well, you could just say, man, if I'm look, as a guy who's older than him and nowhere near as athletic, but if I'm not in real MMA, it's really like I really love training, but I'm a masochist. It's really hard. Like when you go, it's hard. Why would he? I mean, he still looks gigantic and he looks like Brock Lesnar, so you're not going to get fired from the WWE. Oh my God, there are people that are actually in shock from that win.
Yes. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Oh,
right.
Okay. But
she was great.
Yeah, this guy. You know, why would you overtrain if you're just going to be in the WWE and you only have to fake beat up people?
Right.
That sounded mean, but you know what I mean.
Sure. Well, what he comes back for now, right, is the only thing anybody wants to see is somebody
Someone
knock
get the
him
belt
out.
back. Oh.
So Mark Hunt, can you knock out the gigantic dome guy? Ngannou. Nobody cares to watch, has Ngannou improved his ground game? Brock will be a great test. No. Can somebody knock out Brock Lesnar? That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
I know you will. I know, right? I'll pay to watch that.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of already. He set himself. It's kind of weird. He's actually set himself up to be. All anybody wants to do is see Brock Lesnar be beaten in the WWE and give a belt back, and knock the fuck out in the UFC and get the fuck out of the MMA.
Yeah.
But the good news for Brock Lesnar and his family is everybody wants to pay millions of dollars to do both.
Yep, including Jimmy John's.
I was going to say who's probably one of the greatest barbecue companies alive. Jimmy John's. Why don't we have Jimmy John's? Wait, is it barbecue in like somewhere in the East Coast?
No, it's in LA. There used to be one walking distance of Swing House. I've been to one with Will before.
Man, I wish we still worked at the Swing House. There's so much more food there. It's so shit here.
Yeah, there was great dining options right there.
Right?
My favorite salad in LA was like 3 blocks away. Terrific falafel over there. Whoa, who were the belly flopping little people pancake men?
Yeah, well, I can't believe people are bringing up Ronda Rousey when there's fat midgets doing pancakes with roly-poly suits on.
Yeah, so that's hard to explain, but...
What do you mean it's hard to explain?
There's a tag team that really likes pancakes.
The important thing is that the WWE has put its minstrelsy safely in the past.
Man. Wait. These guys are just known for really liking pancakes? What? And he has a... Do you get pancakes if you're there?
Often they will come to the ring and throw pancakes to fans in the stands.
Are they good pancakes or are they like stunt pancakes?
I think they're probably just Bisquick made in the back.
Yeah,
Oh.
I would assume so. This is my favorite
Can
part,
you
though.
buy pancakes like instead of popcorn?
I don't think they're available like in the stands.
They don't have like a signature pancake?
No, they've got a signature cereal.
A breakfast cereal?
Yes.
Wait, can I get it?
Bootios.
I can get Bootios?
Yes. If when you want those Brock Lesnar socks, you want me to get you.
Oh, you can only get it on that thing? Okay, I'm not fucking joking, dude. Today's the day. Rowdy, Betsy, I'm gonna give you my card. Rowdy's t-shirt, cereal, and what was it? And the Brock Lesnar socks. Alright, well, these guys are really into pancakes. That's...
This is my favorite bit of professional wrestling, when it's so fucking weird and there's nothing else that gets to this level of pop culture. I mean,
How much money do you think, like, one of the guys in the wrestling team that really likes pancakes, how much money does this guy make?
Those wrestlers sell a ton of merch, so I would expect them to be in the high six figures, if not low seven figures salary.
Wow.
yeah, that's what I was. The belly flopping pancake little people.
Yeah, that's great. Wait, the midget hurt himself.
Yeah, he fucked up his knee.
Oh, wow!
Committed to the game.
Did you see that?
Trying
Midget
to-
blew his knee out! Man, that's compensation!
Yeah.
That is on camera! You just blew your midget knee out on camera dressed as a pancake. You're getting paid!
But he still tried to be like, no, I'm doing a silly walk. Like,
Because he's WWE and those guys, he's going to chew a painkiller in his pancake and get back out there tomorrow, isn't he? Because these guys are the guys that show up all year round, right?
The little people might be just a one-time.
Oh, they're not there every time?
Right.
Okay.
It's the greatest show of all time. It's WrestleMania, so it's just a one-time thing.
You got to pay that pancake more because that guy blew his shit out and he did not hit the ground. Because that would have been absolute pandemonium if one of those pancake midgets had hit the deck and just started grabbing his knee. How do you recover from that?
well, they just pull the camera off him. Is what they do.
But what about the kids in the front row that realize that Pancake Midget Man is actually a working guy that hurt his leg?
I think kids in
And
the
not
front row at pro wrestling have seen a lot of things over the years that kids shouldn't see.
that scares the shit out of me. Really?
One kid in the front row won the tag team championship belt last night.
What do you mean?
This little kid you're watching right now,
Yeah.
pulled out of the crowd
Yeah.
by one of the biggest dudes in pro wrestling.
Who's that?
Braun Strowman.
Oh, I've been hearing good things about him.
No, he's got a great haircut.
No, apparently he's going to cross over. You're looking at a next, a future multimedia superstar right here.
Oh, really?
Just so you know.
He was like a pro weightlifter before he started doing wrestling. And yeah, they win the tag team championship belts.
Wait, he wrestled with him?
That little girl wins it?
It's a boy.
I was gonna say that's fucked up, man. That's a boy. But wait, is the big man gonna? Wait, is he gonna fight for the kid? Because the kid can't actually.
What's a tag team? So they're teammates.
But these other guys are like 35-year-old weightlifting men.
Yeah, Sheamus is a very angry man. So is the idea I'm so tough that I could pull a child out of the crowd and beat these two clowns?
But do they
like
kick?
it.
Do they hit the kid?
The kid never takes a punch or throws one, but he's there.
So does he submit Sheamus or Stanley Tucci?
That's Cesaro.
Does he know that his t-shirt is like cut open, like just so his titties come out the top of it?
I know, right?
Does he realize that? Like the level of homosexual bra top that he has on?
I know.
I mean, it's just...
It's not a shirt, it's a bustier.
Yeah, like he could wear a bra over the top of it and it wouldn't touch... I don't need to... I'll take your word for it. Wait,
so does the kid come in at all?
Yeah, does he tag?
Oh, does the kid get to come in and apply the... Oh, that's what they should have done.
Christ's sakes, kid, tag!
Is he could have finished. Oh,
Go!
he barely
Go!
made it. He just
kid!
made it.
Go! Go! What the fuck? If you're gonna go now! Oh, you're gonna get fucked up, kid!
That man is angry. He wants that belt. It means a lot to him. It's a meaningful accomplishment.
Oh, he turned back in. Smart kid, smart. That could have been terrible.
Why didn't they just let the kid? He could have just knocked somebody unconscious and then let the kid do the tap.
Boom.
God, do I have to do everything?
I know. Why didn't he let the kid?
I guess that would have made a mockery of the sport.
Wait, does that mean Nicholas is back next week? Man. Does Nicholas get painkillers? Because he's probably sore if he has to go the next day. I mean, the belt probably hurt his shoulder if he has to lift that up. Yeah, he is. He's going to lift it.
He loses the belt at Raw, and he's in rehab by Thursday.
Yeah.
Hey, was Goldberg around? Goldberg was around, right? Did he cry? So he didn't actually participate in the... Gotcha. Because I know a guy who sold him a lot of Crown Royal shortly before WrestleMania. That's my inside scoop.
Man, that dude's nipples are out the front of his t-shirt, and he's with a little boy. I mean...
Yeah, in a different context, the feds are storming this arena.
Yeah, and everybody's celebrating, too. It's like all the pedophiles in the world are rejoicing over this big, giant pedophile that got himself a little boy, and he's like, look what I got! Let's go, everybody! And they're like, yeah! Sorry,
well, that's a cool idea. I like
yeah, Nicholas is pumped.
Yeah, but I think it's because
you better fucking get to keep that belt.
It's kind of the same I feel about like soap operas. It's impressive to me just that. Well, it is a soap opera. It's impressive to me that they are able to keep on generating new storylines when it seems like there's just like a finite number of things that can happen in that world, and that's new.
Yeah,
I'll give him that.
I like this big guy with his tits out. He's a fucking nice dude, right. Man. Yeah, I like this pedophile guy. He's cool. He's friendly as fuck to Nicholas, and I like that.
So people were really, really happy with this, by all accounts.
Good.
Super happy. It led ESPN.com with like Ronda's match and all that stuff. So yeah,
makes sense.
Can't wait to get a Rowdy shirt. It's gonna be cool. There were some other fights this weekend, but you know.
Yeah.
Not as real as that, obviously.
I mean, a kid didn't do anything. There were zero pancakes.
Yeah, nobody came out with midgets and pancakes. Next time, maybe.
Yeah. So what did you think? It's funny because I realized that my reaction to the Khabib fight was colored to a great extent by what the announcers were saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the announcers were saying. I don't listen to them.
Well,
that was actually the last two fights I was pretty heated up about it. I think the last couple fights I was just standing up yelling at everybody.
Joe has apologized
for what?
Because he felt like there was a lot of critiques that he was trying to.
Dude, they all do. I feel like you kind of everybody. I've noticed that about announcers now. And I don't blame them. It's like their thing. Their background is fighting, so they know like little mistakes. And when you're in the heat of the battle, maybe you didn't catch it. So I hear them critique a lot, man. I feel like they're always telling people what they could have done or what they should have done. I don't mind it. I mean, it would be better if they just said what was happening. But I don't know. I'm not a fight announcer. Maybe you got to fill the gaps with something. And he did. He did not look unbeatable to me, but I don't know what I didn't hear Joe say anything bad. But like I said, I was yelling at the TV. I wasn't paying attention. But what he said, Khabib was bad.
Well, okay, this is interesting.
Or he said Al was bad.
Well, no, let me explain because I didn't know.
You gotta be pumped. Everyone knows how to say Al's name now, right? He's made it.
Yeah, it's Al.
Iaquinta.
A-L. Yeah. So I saw a headline after this that just said Khabib wins belt in dominant performance.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, right. That's the other way of looking at it, as opposed to the way that I was watching it, which I think was aided in part by the way the announcers were announcing it, which was, it is kind of crazy that it's going as long as it is, and Khabib's corner is not giving him any practical advice. They're saying, take him down, but they're not telling him how, and he's been trying to take him down for the last couple of rounds, and it hasn't been succeeding, and when he's on his feet, he looks pretty beatable. His chin is up, and he landed all those strikes, but they were mainly jabs. And this is exactly what Joe's statement addresses. Is he said this guy it's been an unprecedented dominance from Khabib, and when somebody is that dominant, it's kind of only natural for someone, meaning myself, Joe Rogan, to look for cracks.
Yeah.
And I probably did spend too much time talking about, oh look, there are some cracks, and got away from the main story, which was that this guy was cruising to easily getting a belt.
Yeah, but also when you're that much of a fan of the sport and somebody has this mystique about them, then you're going to be more mind blown by the mistakes than the average person, because you can't believe that Khabib hasn't finished this guy in a couple of minutes because of the other people that he's beaten up. It did seem a little bit weird, but it also seemed like that's what these dudes don't rise unless it's absolutely necessary. I feel like he rose as much as he needed to get the job done. If he fights somebody else that can challenge him more, then you will see him exert more as well. I feel like TJ Dillashaw had a fight with somebody. There was a last minute stand-in, and the dude almost went the distance. I think he got finished in the last round, but it was a pretty fucking boring fight for the first 4 rounds, and it was a title fight, and it was a dude that was barely ranked. But that's kind of... That guy didn't bring out the best in TJ. It's... I feel like people are not realizing that, like these TJ and Dom and what's his name? Freaking... They all hate each other, and they all are so good that they bring out the ultimate in both athletes. It's like... Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. When there's somebody so good, then they have this crazy war with each other. And if you're not at that level, then maybe you don't bring out the best in your opponent, because it just seemed like he didn't look as good as he usually did. But also, do you watch it?
Yeah.
Did he look like he was losing ever?
He didn't look like he was losing,
right?
No, but I still don't understand why. It didn't even seem like it was all that important for him to take it to the ground in rounds 3, 4, and 5, because when it was on the ground, all you were thinking is how many seconds are left, and could Al possibly survive until the bell rings? And when they were standing up, it didn't really look like anybody had a super clear advantage. Khabib was landing more shit, but it seemed like Al was more apt to maybe hit the haymaker.
Right. He said that he watched too much boxing before the fight. And maybe that was why. So it sounded like he didn't really have that much of a plan. It sounded like he was a little bit rattled on all the things that had happened beforehand, and I don't blame him. I mean, you had 3 opponents.
Yeah, you Instagram something. I'm sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
Could it also be that he just didn't feel the least bit scared by anything Al was doing, and so he was like, I'm not going to follow my coach's advice and go for the takedowns? Because I thought in rounds 3 and 4, he didn't look like he was shooting all that much. He was just like, hey, I can just box with this dude. I'm popping his face a number of times. And he's doing nothing to scare me, so I don't need to go crazy and just ground and pound him.
Yeah, but to me that's similar to, and I'm sure these guys look at it differently than I would, it was Stipe with Ngannou. When you are a champion and you get the upper hand, I'm looking for you to deliver the death blow.
Yeah. No, I thought that too. Like, well, if he's gonna, because I feel like a lot of fighters want to have that bragging right, where I'll finish the guy. But I don't think didn't seem like you really put that much thought into it.
Yeah. So what was the thing that you Instagrammed? I saw that you had some photos on the
I was just trying to start some shit. I don't actually... That was funny. Yeah, because I feel like the whole shadow ban or whatever I was like, man, I just saw some juicy stuff on Instagram, and I was like, I'll just post it because I thought it would be funny and to see what people's reactions would be, because there's photos of Khabib in the bus looking... I don't know. I mean, there's an angle there where he might look like he's trying to hide a little bit, but I mean, obviously Khabib is not scared of anybody. But I thought if I posted it, but I also see the angle of I explained the angle of why Conor would have shown up and done that. But I didn't even read what anybody said, because I knew that. Why would you read into somebody when you kind of made that shit up? Like, I don't actually think Conor's in the right.
Yeah.
I don't think Khabib is in the right. I think throwing a trolley into a bus is a fucking retarded thing to do. But I'm in this game. You know what I mean? Like you're all making up your bullshit everywhere. So I'll buy it. Yeah, look, hashtag Firestarter. I was just fucking with everybody.
Right, gotcha.
But yeah, I think they're all the highest level of moron. I mean, everybody posting videos like you meet name place. I'm like, okay, everybody's a killer, man. They're all crazy killer people. I'll meet you. He'll meet Connor anywhere he wants right now, with his friends or without his friends, anytime, anywhere. Because I won't. You're a killer. Unless you're lying. Either way, I'm just happy that I'm over here and they're in there. Because, like I said, I've had a taste. These dudes I can't handle the truth. They're too real. They're too gnarly. And they're too angry. They're too ready to win for me to really want to hang out. I just thought it'd be funny to poke. And mission accomplished.
Yeah.
People bid on it.
Yeah. I would have hoped for some more fireworks from the Rose Ioana fight, but an exciting spectacle nonetheless.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool fight, though.
Yeah,
They're
it was
both
cool.
just so tough.
Yeah.
They're just so good. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm happy for Rose. I mean, the best fight, obviously, was the Mega
Right?
He's awesome, but the other guy
love
really
that
matched
guy.
him.
Yeah.
Really matched him. Like, Kyle, you did lose that fight, but man, anybody that can... the last couple of seconds when he was like, "Rah!" and waited for Zabit to punch him in the face before he threw another punch, that is some pretty cool shit.
Yeah.
That's, as a person that's just enjoying the show, what a show. Thanks, guys. You really helped me feel good about paying for that card. Because that was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Super awesome.
Beck Rollin would be retired now. Is she trying to fucking rip off Ellismania, by the way? I feel like there's a lot of new things out there lately that are trying to be Ellismania.
What'd she do?
She's got a boxing event where it's like, kind of looks like Ellismania. Whatever.
Oh.
Go for it, I say. But that makes her 7-8.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she was a 500 fighter going in. 7-8, yeah.
Yeah, tough.
I guess
She looked way too small to fight that lady.
Yeah. I guess it depends on what you're in there for. I think that there's probably maybe a place for some people, particularly in the women's side, if you're just like game, and you can put on a bit of a show and you're cool with being on Fight Pass.
But that's a lot of losses. Do they cut her? I mean, the UFC still cut people, man.
Yeah. It just seems like the women's ranks are still
Yeah, well...
But you could well be right.
Anyway. That's all I remember from all that stuff.
Yep.
Supercross was...
Yeah, all Eli Tomac knows is winning.
Just, that's the thing, but the only good thing that happened was Chad Reed's bike blew up at the finish line and he made a big smoke thing everywhere, and he's just a great human being. Johnny Diesel.
I heard a guy peeling around last night when I was going to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Maybe my streets get wild when I'm asleep, and I just heard a number of things that, if I had to guess, were shotguns.
What?
I swear to God, shit! You just hear
like
stuff.
and a road bike doing stuff.
I think it was a car. It was like I just heard like the squeaking wheels and
peeling out and shooting guns,
peeling out down the street. But it happened like 3 or 4 times to where you're like, where are the police?
Yeah, I thought if you shot a gun out of your car while you were doing a burnout, it was like...
I thought that was still a crime in the city.
Yeah, I swear, if I shot a gun off in my car while I was bagging out the tires, I'd be like paranoid for the rest of my life that I was going to get pulled over. Even if they didn't get me right there, I'd be like, any day they're going to catch that guy.
I just, sometimes when I'm going to bed, I don't live in a bad neighborhood, but I live bad neighborhood adjacent.
Yeah.
And I'll just hear shit where I'm like, that has to be in the news. I don't know what that is, but don't tell me that's nothing.
See Chad Reed's bike do that? Pretty
Yeah.
cool, though. I was gonna say,
excuse me.
It's funny that you bring that up because I watched some Instagram shit of Will where, I mean, if you want to talk about violence and shooting in your neighborhood, this guy is in it. I mean, you're getting attacked by people. It's out of control what's going on in your life, and you're thirsting for it, and you're asking for trouble. Bad things are coming your way. Come in. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm watching. Did you catch his Instagram?
No.
What's your Instagram again? Your new thing?
Hollywood Walk.
He's Hollywood Walk, Michael. And last night, somebody had tried to fight him. Tried to fight Will. Tried to attack Will.
He was doing it.
Will's
for a
mind his own
while,
business. Just being Will.
And I was able to sneak the camera out of my pocket and not like this guy knew what was going on, but and film him a bit. I didn't get his face though because I was kind of trying to be discreet.
You didn't want him to attack you.
But this guy was saying I snatched $2 from him, and he was not having it.
Did you tell him I didn't take your $2?
Yeah, of course.
I don't think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to just walk away.
That was my second strategy.
When you thought he was going to attack you, were you ready to beat him up?
No.
You were going to beat his ass, don't
I
lie.
was ready to get punched.
And then,
I tried to get a few punches in. He was pretty big.
what can we do to stop this, Will? Or are you just showing it to stop tourists coming to Hollywood, or is there something? Can we call? Is there a councilman?
Actually, somebody hit me up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Who is responsible for the Hollywood Media District, Business Improvement District.
Ooh!
So, I'm gonna meet with this person and see what can be done. Because I want it to be nice and safe. And you know what? A lot of people really, really, really hate me for saying this.
Something funny, Andrew?
Wait, a lot of people really hate you for saying what?
I was gonna say it, but let's get Andrew's. Fuck you, Kevin.
I just saw a shit-eating grin over there, and I was wondering who's bashing Will now.
Yeah.
Who's bashing Will?
Kevin.
Yeah, they're both bashing you for trying to do this thing.
They'll get theirs.
Yeah, look, just because you're young and you don't care what happens to the streets around you, even though you bitch about it more than Will does about how you're terrified for yourself, Will's trying to bring you safety in your life. He's like actually going to try and do something instead of just bitching about it. He's trying to do something. Let's all pick on Will for trying to do something.
Yeah, Kevin.
Doesn't sound like it when the mics aren't on. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I know.
In the green room.
So this is the video of...
Yeah, Michael hasn't seen it. It's very gnarly. This guy's fighting cars as well.
Yeah, he stood out in the streets fighting cars for a little while. The music's a little loud, so you can't hear him screaming at the cars much. But here we go. It's gonna
He's
start.
walking amongst traffic.
He sounds thirsty.
I snatched that shit out of his hand and then I clowned it.
He sounds like super...
Oh, I thought he was like in your face. He kind of made that accusation as he walked past you.
Oh, no. He had been making that accusation.
He sounded dehydrated.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah.
But yeah.
Let's try to get on Team Will, okay, Kevin? Okay.
But, you know, and people will hate me for saying what I'm about to say.
I'm offended.
But, I mean, honestly... I would like to see it cleaned up like they did for Times Square. I was not around for that cleaning up. I know there are a lot of problems with it and people are angry about it, blah, whatever, but, you know, I mean, Times Square...
Maybe you could post, maybe you could take a photo of a black lady and post about... That's a bad joke, sorry.
Well, I don't know too many people... Of course there's...
I gotta go.
Post some my scaffolding pictures.
Sorry.
I mean, look, there are things that can be done, though. I mean, number one, it's a tourist attraction. It's the most famous sidewalk in the world. There are holes in it that are 2 inches deep, and that right there, repairing it would save them money, because there's going to be a lawsuit. Someone's going to trip on that hole and sue.
Oh, man, that's what I should do today.
You should. Take some time out.
Then get a studio.
Slip and fall.
Trip on a new studio.
Yeah. And... just it's not safe and it's not clean.
Okay, I understand that, but what can we do to make Hollywood great again?
Well, I mean...
Oh, man, should we go for the make Hollywood great again? Should I just get out there with red hat? Oh, really?
Yeah.
It didn't work, though.
Well, no, it's working.
Should we
it's
get
not gonna happen until you build the wall.
Around Hollywood?
Yes.
What, should we get rid of the shit stores? Because that seems to bring people.
No, that's good. It's good to bring people.
No, I mean shit people though.
They don't. I mean, look, a store inherently implies that someone's going to have money to go into it.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Okay, so what do you think we should do? Just get rid of the homeless?
Well, something has to be done about the homeless.
That's who you're bummed about, isn't it?
I would like to help them, but also at the same time, they're not a good look.
You're saying that it's only going to make more homeless by letting the homeless terrorize the tourists that come to give this great city money.
You're saying we need some sort of solution,
like a Batman,
to the homeless situation.
Yeah, not a temporary one either.
It's about time somebody brought this up, Will. We've got to do something about the homeless. No one's talking about it.
And then, that'll help with the safety thing. And
what about fire hoses? Homeless hate that, right?
Should we put them all together in some sort of camp?
Can we make a camp, like, just out of Hollywood?
Hey, look, they're already making their own camps. No,
they love camping.
They do love camping.
No. And the other thing is, what can you do to make it more attractive? I think it should be more well lit. And also, I said this idea on the air before, but I would take the abandoned storefronts in Hollywood, the closed down businesses, dress them up like things like the cantina from Star Wars. Well, there's actually a bar there already, but the convenience store from Clerks or whatever, some kind of famous set. People want to come take selfies in front of it. It's a whole nother reason to visit Hollywood.
What about
aren't there just going to be homeless guys taking shits inside the Clerks convenience store?
Take care of all this at the same time.
What about if we dressed up like crime fighters and we kicked the shit out of the homeless?
Dude, I was in an Uber the other day with this really, really nice elderly man, and he was telling me that this Japanese girl had just gotten out of his car in Hollywood and was telling him that some guy gave her a CD and that she couldn't give it back to him, and he charged her $20 for it.
Oh, wow.
Running the CD scam is one thing, but running it on someone who doesn't speak the language well and also might not understand the customs of the country and doesn't want any trouble, it's worth it to him. Hey, here's $20. Now I know I'm not in trouble in this country. But that's the way they're making a living down there. Is by
so
intimidating people.
you're against African Americans?
Oh, I didn't say it was an African American.
It is an African American. There's nobody else that does that.
I've seen a white guy do it before.
Oh, okay. Well, then fuck me. I'm the racist. You're not.
I always felt like in New York, like Times Square was a total piece of shit that I didn't want to go to. Right. And I'm talking about the middle ground, not the like cool CD pimps taxi driver thing, but not the Disney-fied version of today. Which, by the way, the Disneyfication has been wildly overstated. Right. They've still got shitty underwear. Elmo,
I was going to say, people try to sell me CDs every time I go to work there.
Right. So this quote-unquote Disney, personally, when I was a New Yorker, I thought it was cool that all of the tourists who would otherwise get in my way went to the shitty neighborhood that I didn't want to go to anyway. Mm-hmm. And I feel much the same way about Hollywood Boulevard.
That's fine. You as a resident of Los Angeles, but Los Angeles makes a lot of its money on tourism, and Hollywood is the face of that tourism.
So I'm just trying to figure out why I keep on making this point that there's like it's one thing to have it's normal to have reactions to things. It's when somebody's reaction is so much greater than everybody else's, the phobia of flying or what have you, that I go, what's really the issue? Why is it so important to you that Los Angeles most effectively makes tourist dollars?
I didn't think about it at all for my first 5 years of living in Hollywood, but after a while, and especially as in my opinion it declined more and more, I started thinking this isn't right that people have to live in a neighborhood that's like this, and it's not good for this city for it to be like this, and it could be changed. And it's not some crazy difficult thing to do. Yeah, it's difficult, and you got to have money and resources and all that, but it can be done.
Okay.
And it's important to the city that it happens.
You know who could clean it up? You're supposed to say who?
Darkman?
Iron Man! No, I'm serious. Not like Iron Man, the movie Iron Man. Iron Man, the actor who is Iron Man, because he is
super famous, super rich, super powerful, and loves doing stuff to help people, and he has no work. He just sits around making videos for charity organizations and shit right now. That dude is chilling.
That's what I thought.
And he could just show up as Iron Man and be like, let's end homeless people. Fucking blast them with the hand thing. But he could put the money and get the people to talk about it, and he could fix it.
Yo, totally. And that's what I thought at first was.
Forgot his name.
Look, in the 70s, the Hollywood sign was falling down. The letters were actually falling down. They were a big piece of crap.
I did not know that.
And then a bunch of celebrities contributed like $200,000 for each letter.
Oh, wow.
So like
Hefner was one,
Alice Cooper, maybe bought the H, or no, I think that was Hefner. But bought an O in honor of someone else. So people bought letters and they fixed it up and made it nice. Where is somebody who is a celebrity who cares about what happens in Hollywood and how it's turned into shit?
Nobody will, except you.
Nobody cares but you.
Well, I'll just go try to battle windmills or mills or whatever it is.
Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Wait, what the windmill
Don
do?
Quixote.
Everybody says that it's supposed to be like one of the greatest novels ever written, Don Quixote, and I think it's also a very difficult novel to read, and that's the go-to cliche about that is, I've never read it, is he's fighting imaginary enemies. He thinks he's having a fight with some sort of supernatural monster, and it's really like a windmill.
Oh.
So going to fight windmills is to take on some big project that is important to you, but the rest of the world can see doesn't matter at all.
Andrew, can you scroll back up to those cones on the street? Just look at that picture right there, Jason. That was for the RuPaul unveiling of the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's these 4 dirty street cones, and somebody printed out on a printer, open to the public, and that's it. It's not don't you think Hollywood should be a little more glamorous about things?
I don't know. Isn't it more like when you're a German tourist and you come and you see that, you're like, yeah, you mean the streets of Los Angeles? Because you probably saw Colors or something. It's got both celebrities and tough streets.
No celebrities and the amount of kids in Hollywood at night is insane.
It is. It's totally insane.
What?
I love how they're not in my neighborhood.
Jimmy.
A lot of Times Square.
Jimmy. Hey.
Hey, Jimmy.
Michael, you could attest to this. You're from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
You were in Jersey and you wanted to go visit Times Square. Also, people live there. But once they clean it up, now the city is called the $1 trillion city. I'm from Long Island. I can't sniff living in Manhattan, let alone anywhere near Times Square. There's apartments and complexes all around it. So if Will wants to clean up Hollywood, get ready to pack up and move out because you're not going to be able to live there.
Yeah, you will price yourself out.
We're
of Hollywood.
already not able to live here. The prices for living in Los Angeles in general is just insane.
Yeah, Jimmy, I still say all in all, it's still a tiny bit cheaper to find housing in Los Angeles than it is in New York.
And maybe I'll go with
Thanks,
the
Jim.
Keep Hollywood Dangerous thing.
Wait, you'll change that?
Yeah, I'll just be flipped and Keep Hollywood Dangerous.
Dude, there's people in
T-shirts.
Soho who own these beautiful lofts in New York because they were free in like the 70s. This place needs to get real shitty so we can actually afford to get a home.
Gotta break it down.
Yeah, and then we build it back up. And you let the kids sleep inside every night and you stay awake on the front steps with a shotgun.
Right.
Until the prices rebound.
Yeah.
Gentrification, baby.
Matt, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, fellas? I was just trying to let y'all know about that Jimmy John thing that Brock Lesnar has on his shorts and hat and all that. That dude is a big advocate and a big game hunter of elephants and lions. And it's well known. You can look it up.
Right, so that's why.
Thank you.
Well, he has barbecue sauce, to be fair. I
Yeah, I like him for his barbecue sauce.
Which
you
put
can
on
like him
animals.
for killing animals if you want, but I'm more of a barbecue sauce fan.
I think that's what he was saying. He likes him because of the animal killing.
And really, I mean, who's to say those elephants weren't coming right for Bob's Barbecue Shack? And also, you know, I don't know, dude. It's fucking millionaire dudes giving millionaire dudes more money and killing elephants. I mean, what the fuck do you think? I don't know why. I don't have enough money to tell you why. I don't brush with them, but a bunch of people are into that. Don't be surprised. Everybody is. There's tons of people that would had enough money they'd kill a fucking elephant. I don't know. I don't get it. Same as caviar. I mean, if you liked it then you like it now. I got a lot of money now. I'm going to eat it. No. I got a lot of money. I'm going to shoot an elephant. No.
How much does political stuff or a corporation or whatever? How much does what they do affect how you spend your money? Like you don't eat at Chick-fil-A,
No.
right?
No.
Well,
I don't eat a Bob's Big Shack right now too.
But also, you don't
whatever that thing's called.
investigate your dry cleaner to see what a political affiliation mom and pop have down at the dry cleaner.
Unless everybody yells at him on Facebook, and then we internationally shun him.
I feel like it's pretty easy for me to just think that everybody. I mean, I feel like I'm odd, and nobody's really into what I'm into. So I wouldn't agree with anything that anybody makes for me or cooks for me, or so. I should just let it all go. Because, I don't really have a dry cleaner, but if I did have one, I don't know, maybe he's not into gay rights. Probably. I don't fucking care. What am I going to... Everybody's allowed to do the thing. I think it's just like if all of a sudden you start, verbally or physically telling somebody, hey, man, stop doing that, I'm not about it, well, then I might say something. But
right.
if you don't like... Even if you're a racist, man, I don't care, really. If you don't like black people or Asian people or Mexicans, good for you, man. As long as you don't tell me about it or start yelling at somebody for being black or Asian, because I just know they exist now. I know that they're all out there, and if I think about them, I'll have a bad day.
Right.
So I'm just like, there's tons of cunts out there doing all kinds of mean stuff, and that's your. Man, it's your God-given. Well, I don't know. That makes no sense. It's your freedom to have your opinions and say whatever you want.
Yeah.
So go ahead and have them. I feel like I wish people would be more honest. Instead of pretending they're one thing and then thinking the other.
I've tried to swear off R. Kelly, but every time I'm a Flirt comes on, forget it, man.
See,
The song's ridiculous.
I've had my weekdays with that too.
It's so good.
Lately, I came to this conclusion recently because he got another shout out the other day. I'm like, could he be the most venomous?
He's the worst
person
he's the
alive.
Worst, and it'd be so. I mean, if I were to rank my favorite music artists of all time, he's not even in the top 5.
I know, right?
I don't.
But there's a couple of
R.
songs.
Kelly, but God, and I can at this point I can do without Ignition. I've heard it so many times. I could swear off Ignition.
Hey. Man, okay, thank you.
Oh my God.
We all know
fucking part of it is so good.
No, he's a little bit of a genius,
Thank
but
you,
he's also a monster.
He's an absolute monster.
Hitler was a genius. I love how nobody listens to this show, so I can say that. Jason Ellis said, nobody cares.
Yeah, let's just stick that right in a promo.
What promo?
Over R. Kelly. Right. But, look, if I was putting together, I think many people, whether they realize it or not, feel the same way that I do, which is I am just one person, and what I do doesn't make any difference. I can truthfully say that if I were in charge of putting together a music festival, and somebody said I could get R. Kelly, and it wasn't going to be the thing that actually sold the tickets, he was just one of the names on it, I'd go, you know what? Fuck that guy. Because that would actually be affecting R. Kelly in some way.
Of course you know that's not true. I'm just one person that doesn't affect anything.
Well, it is and it isn't. If everybody looked at it that way, then nothing would ever change.
Right.
So but on the other hand, if everybody's doing one thing and I do the other, I actually don't change anything. So there's two sides of that same coin. If I really felt like I could materially stick it to R. Kelly, like if I worked at a restaurant, if I owned a restaurant, right, I might well tell my staff, look, everybody, it's never going to happen, but if R. Kelly ever shows up, he doesn't get a table at my sandwich shop. Right. That's the fucking rule, and tell him the reason is because he's a fucking monster. but I'm still going to listen to I'm a Flirt because I don't know that, the 10th of a penny.
You won't play it at your restaurant though, will you?
Hell no.
Okay.
No one must ever know.
Clinton, you have some valuable information. No, it's Jimmy John's Barbecue Shack. You're obviously a moron. How many times do I have to say what the name of it is?
I thought it was a sauce.
Jimmy John's Barbecue Hut. Come on down. Everybody gets a free elephant. Rich, welcome to the show. Here's an idea, Will. What about if we bring elephants and zebras and lions to Hollywood, and then big game hunters can come and bring money to Hollywood to shoot those fuckers? Then you don't want a big game hunter to roll his ankle on a star when he's hunting for an elephant.
Okay, hear me out. And the point that he's making, and I'm not in a position to evaluate it, it might well be totally true. If a conservation area says, somebody pays $50,000 to kill one of these animals, and that gives us the budget to protect the rest of them, there's an argument potentially to be made. Will, you are cringing, but there's an argument to be made. Now, Will, you want to clean up Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're saying there's tons of homeless people
Right.
there.
Right.
And these rich people that shoot elephants, what they really want to shoot is a human.
Right.
The ultimate big game.
Right.
I mean, that guy looked pretty fast last night, Will. Who wouldn't want to put him up on the wall?
Looked like a natural predator.
No, they're doing it as a service. No, you get the rich people to come over to save the poor people from the elephants and lions of the natural habitat. Thank God. All right. Are you calling to say that everybody should kill elephants? Is that really the argument? Then what are you saying? Alright, I gotta go. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sounds like everybody should hunt rhinos and lions. I was wrong. Came across wrong when you say the barbecue guy is like hunting elephants and tigers. Well, guess what? He's actually saving your communities in Africa.
Well, also, was that...
And making a hell of a barbecue hot sauce.
Was that initial caller talking about Jimmy John, or was he talking about Brock Lesnar? Because Brock Lesnar's a big game hunter.
Oh, is that it? No, I don't know. Who cares? We can put out all the disinformation we want.
Oh, no, it's Jimmy John. Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Well, no, Brock is a big game hunter as well.
He is as well, right?
But I think he's more of a moose.
Medium-sized.
Yeah,
relatively speaking.
Well, no, I think he hunts them in his area.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't go to Africa for them. He does it in the mountains.
And also, he did eat the entire thing. So
wait, that dude ate the entire elephant?
Yes. So it's all good.
Okay. Oh, well then Jimmy John, no wonder his barbecue sauce is good, because that, I can't imagine tastes that good, and that's a lot of meat.
Yeah, you'd have to put barbecue sauce.
Yeah, because what do you do when you kill the elephant? That's the end of it. Oh, he killed
a leopard?
Yeah, because that leopard was going to kill some innocent villagers. No. The villagers were going to kill that innocent cat. So it's better that Bill's Barbecue Shack does it, because he just gave that village $300,000. They'll all see.
Hey, look, I mean...
I'm not for...
Oh my god, is he nude on a boat?
Well, that's actually kind of cool. People make mistakes.
Okay, so We shoot. I have no problem.
I ate a shark's heart.
Shooting a deer,
I'm bad.
whatever else for food. So what's the problem with shooting an elephant if it is going to contribute to saving the other elephants? And who cares?
There you go.
If it does help.
Everybody's got an opinion, and very often when you actually look into things, counterintuitive shit is actually the facts.
Yeah.
So I don't pretend.
Right.
I'm not defending one way or the other, but people have made that case. Okay, so what that last caller was saying was even slightly different than what I said earlier, which is if it doesn't have any value to local people, they just see it as a predator, so then they kill them. But if you go, oh, some dickhead who owns a barbecue restaurant will pay us $300,000 to kill one of these, then they go, oh well, shit, we should keep the other ones alive because this is worth a lot of money to other people. And I'm not saying that's true or not true, because people get angry, again, based on one sentence. I'm like, oh, I never heard of that. I never considered that. Everybody listening to the show has a fucking opinion about what this show should be or does, or what happens with SiriusXM. And if they fucking hung out here for a week, they'd go, oh, well, now that I have a little bit more information, my opinion has evolved a little bit. And I bet you'd feel the same way about big game hunting. Or maybe you would.
I think this it only started because I just said I thought it was weird when people made millions of dollars, they felt the need to go to Africa to shoot an elephant.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's weird. That's all.
Or maybe lots and lots of people really, really do want to do that. And just don't say it. And as soon as they get the money, they go, okay, let me tell you what I've really wanted.
Right.
To dry hump a dead shark.
We'll be back.
Oh, boy. Let me tell you what I really want. To dry hump a dead shark.
I mean, how much money do you read in your bank account where you just go, fuck, man, I just want to...
I gotta do something with
I
all
want to
this
fuck a
money.
shark. I want to wrestle an elephant. Like, I want caviar.
Well, I think you just want to do something interesting.
You like caviar?
I've never had it.
I never got that.
I already had spent your money by the time I had your text about food. So
dry
then
cleaners
some
politics?
people
Because
want to
they're
order.
pretty much using all that money just to support themselves. You got a chain where guys like
Postmates now or run out and grab
kill
something right now?
elephants. Super rich people are like, oh, maybe this guy's got all these chains.
Do you want your
Yeah.
chicken and waffles again? Do you want a breakfast burrito?
They're eating.
Something from that real food place.
What nationality is the
Not the climate. Not the climate for that. It's not the climate for that world.
It's not the time or place. If there is a time or place for that.
Tacos.
I still use those dry cleaners.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the plaza.
Oh, they're nice. Even the second time I ever bought anything, they sold all of my clothes. They gave me good. They gave all of my clothes.
You don't eat cheese.
Well, that paired with the fact that they're giant Nazis.
I struck a deal with them to where they would provide me with free dry cleaning and services for as long as I wanted to. And I let them off the hook after about a year and a half.
Do you want a club sandwich?
This sounds like a serious thing you're saying. That
it's
really
true.
happened.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I went back to get the clothes. Yeah, it turns out we gave them a good deal. I'm like, these are the only clothes I have.
How deeply did you abuse that privilege? Were you like bringing them their socks?
No,
and like, dry clean away.
I honestly did a rough calculation of what it cost me to replace those clothes and how much it cost in laundry. And after
Do you want me to go pick it up, or do you want
that
me to?
amount was reached, I just one more load, and I was like, okay, you guys are off the hook.
Just to stick it to those Nazis one more load.
Yeah, well, just for the inconvenience of it, you know? I had to get all new clothes.
Okay, I'll save what I want. I hate hot water.
Oh, I sent you an email with like 6 or 7 ideas on that subject. I didn't know if they were good or not, but if you want, I can just send to Andrew or whoever's putting it together. I just figured you might be able to weed them out.
So is everybody in for that? Okay, cool.
You might be able to weed them out,
Yeah.
or should I send it to Andrew?
So you want to present each one
I can present.
while we figure it out. We want to write down our answer. Jason decides which is the correct one.
Okay. And in all likelihood, since that break went long, we can take this up to a break for Erinn, right?
2:15.
Yeah.
That break.
Cool. So then are people trying to guess what is correct or guess what Jason thinks is correct?
guess what Jason thinks
Yeah.
is going to be correct.
Yep.
So Will, this weekend, I'm sitting on my couch, screen doors open, dogs in the backyard, all of a sudden I hear an explosion. And I go running out there. A Mylar balloon had hit the power line and was on fire and melting all over my garage roof.
So of course you filmed it.
But no, I didn't. Because my house was on fire. So so yeah, it was crazy. I called the fire department because I didn't really know if it was going to set anything on fire or not. I'm glad it did because my garage did set on fire. And but I talked to the Hollywood police and the fire department. They all zipped over right away. LA Power got the whole thing like back up and running in about under an hour. Something crazy. But yeah, my garage got burned. I guess I didn't see it. But there was singed. But who knew? Were we talking about those balloons? That's why I was telling you this. I felt like you mentioned that. Something about those balloons like causing problems.
Yeah, they do, but also, if you weren't home, that did.
Story. Pretty crazy, yeah. Well, my next door neighbor, like, I just exchanged numbers the other day, and I had already called the fire department, and I went upstairs to see if I could see, you know, like above my garage, like, what was going on. And he called me, and he's like, "Are you home?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm home." And he's like, "Yeah, your garage is on fire." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "I already called the fire department." And I go downstairs so I could inform my neighbors and all this front porch. Yeah, it was a crazy explosion. I guess it created, the fireman said it creates an arc.
Yes.
And
It'll blow up the transformer.
yeah, and it shoots the current back to the transformer.
my God.
They got it all up and running. The fireman was like, "No, you'll."
Is it the Mayweather thing?
Like, it really blew it.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Just video of a guy stealing a police car. Police chase, get in the car with him, and the dude still somehow pulled off.
No, I just heard that Mayweather's bodyguard got shot. I don't know.
What?
I have no idea if it's boring or if he was with them, or I have no idea.
Yeah, no, when I was a kid, through Sparkler over on and everything like that. And power got dropped on Christmas lights at first, but they came back and I was showing for
Oh my god.
I got those two attacks fine,
So what's the deal?
We're gonna do this. What's worst thing, and everybody will guess what you think the answer.
Everybody's in?
is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like a minute and a half.
Is there a line?
No.
Nick Griffiths is turning lemons into lemonade. Or maybe a stronger cocktail.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Nick is a British adventurer who was competing in a long-distance backcountry Yukon Arctic Ultra race back in February.
Is that running still? Because that was a lot of words.
Yukon Arctic Ultra race. I think running probably about as fast as you can, since I think you're out there in the snow.
Right.
He became one of several racers who ended up in the hospital because of the severe cold. So severe was it that Nick had 3 of his toes amputated this week, 2 months after they were irreparably injured by severe Yukon frostbite. Yeah, Nick is doing the right thing. He is going to donate each of those amputated toes to the nearby Dawson City Downtown Hotel, home of the infamous sour toe cocktail. A shot of whiskey with a real human toe inside it. People the world over found out about this bar and the sour toe cocktail, if they didn't already know about it, a year or 2 ago when some guy got drunk and stole the toe.
Ah, son of a bitch.
But then sobered up and mailed it back and was
Nice.
like, I'm an ass. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Respect.
So, and then I think it's on the menu that you can eat the toe. And if you pay $500. So one guy in 2013.
Rather shoot an elephant.
Yeah, you can get cheaper toes at Jimmy John's.
Oh!
Hello. So yeah, a guy gulped down. So there's a $500 fine rather for swallowing the toe. So in 2013, a guy gulped down the toe and then slapped $500 on the table. Now they're gonna have a bunch of spares because this guy is he's gonna give him his toes.
Hell yeah!
Sounds like everybody wins.
I want to go there and yeah, I'm alright.
So it's just the worm in the tequila, right? Or like the snake in the whatever vodka.
What?
Drink bottle,
Is
right?
that what you humans do?
Wait.
Drink bottle.
It's the same thing.
Snake and vodka?
You can
Right,
swallow
there's
the
some
snake.
like cocktail where there's a snake in the bottom of it, where it's like mezcal or something.
There's a snake.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of
Is it
fly
dead?
in your soup?
Yeah.
It's a dead snake in your vodka?
Some liquor.
Or a mezcal, you're saying?
Yeah. Some liquor has like
There's a
dead
liquor with a
in it.
snake in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they cut like the ass bit off of a rattlesnake and put the rattle in there.
The rattler.
But yeah. But a whole snake, that seems like it's gonna take up a lot of bottles.
Yeah, it's a big bottle. Or a little snake. And if it's a little snake, I'm not that intimidated.
This snake seems to be an Asian thing. I'm looking at Vietnamese snake wine.
Wait,
yes.
that's from a movie.
Snake wine.
No, because I've definitely done the worm in the tequila.
You're crazy.
No, he's a frat maniac.
Oh,
You're loco, man.
Let me
No,
tell
no,
you
no.
about Mexico. But like there are other animals in liquor bottles, and the dead toe just seems to be like an extension of that.
Would anybody in this room do a dead toe shot?
Yeah.
No.
Would I eat the toe? Probably not. I would for enough money, but to just drink the whiskey around the dead toe? Fuck yeah.
I would take the toe down.
I'm not gonna drink.
Would you do a shot of Mountain Dew with a toe in it?
Apple juice.
I'd rather have tequila in it.
I'd rather not.
If I'm gonna do a
in
toe,
my
I'd rather
drink.
do a toe with tequila than Mountain Dew.
Why doesn't somebody make Skinny Girl with an actual camel toe in it?
Wait, you mean somebody's pussy in it?
No, like a literal
No.
toe of a camel.
Oh right, yeah.
What is another?
Yeah, but I'd rather. Man, that sounds. Because that's a toenail. Oh wait, there's a nail on the.
There you
Yeah.
go. Shark tooth tequila.
But it's supposed to give like a taste.
Yeah, but it's got to have the meat on it.
Like a shark
It's got-
eye.
Yeah, the
Shark
tooth.
eye.
Yeah, it's got to. Yeah, it's got to have the.
How about
No.
shark fin soup?
What? Sounds good.
That's a good idea. You can make money out of that for sure.
No,
And the best
people-
part is nobody would be bumped.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what taste does the worm add to the tequila?
Well, that's just a. I forget.
The only
Man,
time I've ever
is that not the fucking craziest thing ever? Shark fin soup. Like, come on, one person that says it without the fin in it is impossible to. Come on,
I can't eat this. It has no fin. in it.
fin doesn't taste good.
Extra fin, please.
Yeah, it's like 2 olives, 2 fins in my soup. Like I want a dirty shark fin soup. It's got like 5 fins in it. When I stir it up, it looks like there's live sharks in my bowl.
But don't you think people would buy something with a shark tooth in it
No,
because it's
nothing that you drink.
No,
because you swallow the tequila worm.
Yeah, you can't swallow it too.
It's not like the monkey claw.
It doesn't come out of the claw.
Yes. No, seriously.
There's like monkey claw.
If you had a what is it, a fucking macaque hand in the tequila, people would love that. If it's all it looks weird, maybe have it holding something.
You get to make wishes on it.
Or a micro penis.
Micro penis brewery.
There's one going around the internet of somebody's micro penis. They just pull their pants down and they're flicking it around. It's wild to see. To have somebody, like, if you have like itty bitty mini balls and a mini pee, it's pretty on a normal sized crotch. It's pretty fucking gnarly.
I mean,
it's one of the most terrifying things I've seen.
That's the ultimate curse. One of the ultimate curses life can throw at you. I figure like it's either you keep it to yourself and you deal with that awkward conversation.
I kind of liked it.
You lean into it.
I kind of liked it.
You make it a bit.
It seemed like friendly to me.
So the balls are miniature also?
Yeah.
Wow.
It seemed like, I mean, not sexual to me at all, but it just seemed like I could be friends with him.
I was thinking it was going to be like an acorn.
Like if he was naked, I would like rest my head on it.
On a beanbag chair.
What?
Like a micro dick on like a big ball sack. Like an acorn sitting on a beanbag chair.
Is that how you picture stuff? What's going on? Why do you need huge balls and a little dick
Well, I
in the
didn't
show?
know, like, if you have micro dick, that means your balls are micro as well.
I think that's the way it goes. I think the whole package is micro.
Is there micro ball?
I think. Well, what I saw was micro toad.
But what if you have
That
a
would be
regular
funny
penis?
if you had like an elephant trunk penis and just micro balls.
This guy had like little. It was like a little. You know, what I mean, he had like toddler shit on an adult.
Did he have a boner?
No, he was just flicking it around and grabbing it. It was fucking wild.
Like,
it was adorable.
Hand slap or like one.
No, he was just doing. It was his junk, and he was like, "Look, here's my junk. Here's me touching it and flicking it." But it was this long, and he had little itty bitty balls under it. It was wild.
Well, what could be worse than having a micro penis?
Nothing. It's the ultimate curse.
I disagree. I think it's great.
Well, it's just one of many hypotheticals that just happen to be in front of me right now on my computer screen, and we can get the ball rolling with one that addresses that subject head on. We're going to play a game, and we're going to try to figure out which of two things is worse, and then everybody here is going to try to guess what Jason's answer will be.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah, no, it's great to be here.
So basically, he's going to tell us if we're right or wrong.
Right.
He's the judge.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would be worse? Losing half of the length of your penis, or gaining twice the length on your ball bag?
When you say lose, okay, so you still have your knob and shit. It just got half as big.
Your penis is half as big. I would assume that everything would be proportionate.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be weird if it shrunk from the top and you just have like this phantom.
Right.
That's what a lot of the micro. That's what a lot of the micro dicks look like. Is they're just a normal sized head, and that's all.
Yeah, they usually just have the shroom top.
See, I don't know if that counts as a micro penis. I thought a micro penis had to be micro. Like if that's.
I think a micro penis is like
could be. It could just be
just 3 inches or less is micro penis.
Oh.
So it's either smaller dick or huge balls.
You lose half of your current dick, or you lose, or your ball bag is twice as big with your normal dick.
That's easy.
It's gonna make sex painful having like a double nut sack, because like that's a lot of swing when you're like if you're banging a girl doggy style, the pendulous swing of your nuts, you're gonna like fly up and hit her in the titties. Every pump?
That centrifugal force?
Yeah, that's going to hurt your
bag.
nuts. You're going to have to like tie it in a knot. Oh, yeah. Just tie it in a knot.
Easy.
Or you could just get like a little nice, comfy, hand knit little sack to keep your fucking nuts in. Like it just squishes them up.
Look, obviously...
He's still talking, guys.
I know. Obviously, getting your penis shrunk is way worse.
No, I would personally choose to lose half of my penis.
Wow, you must have a big schlong.
Or a really huge ball
big
bag.
balls.
Or both.
Yeah, it's got to be balls.
Shrink them?
No, double in size.
You want double balls?
Yeah, you got to go double balls.
Jason, who's right?
Kevin is right, because you do not fuck with your dick ever under any conditions. And yeah, you could tie him up.
Yeah, it's an easy
You can't put on dick
You could tie them up.
Yeah, people do it in porn all the time. They do that rubber band thing so you can't see their balls from underneath or whatever.
Yeah,
I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot, but I'm just thinking about the person that would be with me for the rest of my life if I tie my balls up versus I just have like a half a dick.
Or you just get a jock strap and cut a dick hole. Then your nuts aren't swinging.
You could just fuck with your undies on. Like your balls are the undies are still holding the balls and your dick is out the top.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're gonna need boxer briefs, but yeah.
Every pair of underwear is gonna be a different. Yeah, you're gonna be. Yeah, you don't get away with just lazy pants.
Get a drawstring kitchen bag. That's what you do.
All right.
Okay. So a few minutes ago, we were talking about a guy who lost a couple of digits. What is worse, to lose a hand or a foot?
Yeah, robot hands are starting to become a thing.
Do we know what hand it is? Can it be the left hand?
I don't think you get to choose.
It's randomly chosen.
I think, and let's make sure we know what we're talking about. Which one is the worst one to lose? Not which one do you want to keep. I believe that Jason will say that it is worse to lose a hand.
Probably right.
He's probably thinking about the Blade Runner guy. He's got this blade feet.
But he likes boxing. Can you do that with just a nub?
Wouldn't be as fun.
Oh wait, no. So it's better to lose a foot, worse to lose a hand. You want to lose the foot,
but he can't be skateboarding if he's got no foot.
That's true.
Boxing versus skateboarding.
Tell that to John Carmer.
Yeah, if they got a blade foot, they got a skateboard foot.
John Carmer did it.
And also, let me be clear on another
I think it's
thing.
pretty hard to do, but he did it.
Are you, Jason? Are you saying what would be worse for you, or what do you think is the worst thing for everybody?
I would say for everybody.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Foot.
Yeah, you gotta lose the foot. If you lose, you can't play video games.
That is true.
You better fucking whisper that. Yeah, fuck that, man. Like, your hand is way more complex. It does so many things.
Right.
You fucking put a stump on it. I swear to God, just because of the women that like me, if I had a half a leg missing, I'd get laid more. I'm starting to, I'm the mangled, and there's something weird about him. I guess I'd do him. Wait, does he have a fake leg? Oh, that's even creepier and harder. You know what I mean? Like, I get away with that fake hand too, but I just know hand. You can do so many things with it, dude. And I saw that other guy's robot hand. It's all right, but I don't think he's like flying through doing his shoelaces up and shit.
And it's no fun.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing guitar.
There you go. Fuck. There you go. Guitar's out of question. And yeah, I don't know how much. Even if I was younger, you know what? That would be my answer would be different if I was 28 and under. Because I won't give up my foot. But now...
I think this just has more to do with foot replacement.
Both!
Look, you can always cut off your hand and replace your foot with it, but you can't cut off your foot and replace your hand with it.
What?
What?
I know what you're trying to
Is
say.
that like a saying or something? Yeah, I know. I know. It's fucking...
So if you lose your
in
hand,
Hollywood,
you chop your foot.
Wait a minute. We have a guy who was in Iraq who lost a limb. This is correct. Mike, thank you for your service, by the way. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, because it's all out of balance.
Oh. Well, then I was wrong.
Have you talked to guys that have lost their hand and had this conversation?
Okay.
All right. Change my mind. You're right. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that's something I didn't think about. It throws your whole balance system out of whack. You would start walking in a different way, which would fuck you up.
I already walk crooked, though, so...
Yeah.
Maybe you'd straighten out.
Not sure if that's going to... Yeah. I might be that guy no matter what's on the bottom of my feet. I feel like my back and everything is going out.
Right.
Well, there's a good chance we have the wrong answer to every single one of these.
Yes.
I've never been wrong.
What would be worse, to never have sex again, or to have to alternate between straight and gay sex every time you have sex for the rest of your life?
Okay, I got to answer this as somebody who isn't me.
Yeah.
So that's really tough because I don't understand how that could be bad. That's kind of like Tuesday. But yeah, man, you guys are super weird about going out.
Oh.
And it would ruin all sex. Like, yeah, sure, you get to have sex with your wife, but then tomorrow you're fucking a man. And you guys aren't going to work after fucking a man. You're like on heroin and shit. You can't recover from.
Tears. I'm sure it gets easier.
It does actually, but you get the gay, and you'll be like, man, I can't live with the gay.
I've got the gay.
Actually, I don't know. Like I think I might like sex so much that I would go gay for pussy.
Gay for pussy.
You're making about as much sense as Will now,
right?
I would love for you to just walk through West Hollywood wearing a shirt saying "I'm gay for pussy" and just see what happens because I have no idea.
I've gone on streaks without having sex, and it's frustrating. I feel like I might be one of those dudes in prison where I might butt fuck you and pretend it's a vagina.
Also, look, you can decide what kind of sex it is.
You could just pretend it's a butt on a girl. Wouldn't it be easier?
I guess. Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to help. I don't know why.
I
But
think you'd have to alternate because you can decide what kind of sex it is. Maybe
Can you?
What are the different
Yeah, sure.
options in your mind?
What options are there with sex?
Yeah.
No, but if
what things would you do with a gay man, and what things would you do with a straight lady?
What would you do to do sex? I'm downloading everything.
I did sex on her. I did.
No, really, what did you mean? I didn't understand that.
Oral
either.
sex,
Yeah.
for example.
Well, no. If you're gonna have,
I'm not eating a dude's ass.
I'm talking about in order to have penetrative sex in the vagina with a lady. Next time you need to have penetrative sex in the butt with a dude.
Wow, you're really ruining this.
That's the point. I think that was
That's the hypothetical.
Yeah.
I still have to alternate.
Yeah, I respect that answer. I think anybody saying that they would just not have sex is lying, because unless you're old and you're not that into sex, then sure, I understand your argument, but it's not that bad, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, maybe it's not.
Some people love it.
Some people eat that cheese with the bugs in it. You know,
I think
you could also probably acquire a taste for that.
I didn't say it was for you, but I
know.
I think that after a couple of years, you would enjoy your man butt fucking that you're getting. Yeah.
Do you know what? If you were,
you are gonna come.
It would be Pavlovian because you're like, ooh, this asshole means vagina. Later.
What?
Right, there's Pavlovian in it. That's right.
Well, but it doesn't necessarily work that way. I'm just saying that it doesn't mean that when you have, so if you have sex with a woman on a Monday, you have to have sex with a guy like on a Tuesday. That doesn't mean you automatically have a willing female partner on Wednesday. It just means you're eligible to have heterosexual sex again.
But you could have a heterosexual partner.
You could.
And every time you want to fuck her,
She's
you have
okay
to,
with this
you have,
arrangement.
you have to butt fuck the guy.
Wow.
I think it sounds like a kinky sex life to me. It
does.
Yeah.
It would be difficult.
What would be
It's not that
worse?
hard.
No, that's what my worry would be. Go ahead.
I appreciate your gay honesty, Will.
Okay, what is worse? That your wife be secretly madly in love with her ex forever, or that one time she has anonymous sex with a stranger, never tells you, and it is by far the best sex she has ever had or ever will.
She can have sex with a stranger.
Yeah, I'm doing the stranger. If I don't know about it, oh well.
But does it like haunt her memory?
Oh my god.
This sex with the stranger.
Haunt?
Or just like, is it just in her mind all the time?
No, it's just it has the same place in its mind.
Then,
I've
yeah,
been
anonymous stranger sex.
What kind of anonymous sex would it be? Yeah, it's
Name
off-
the types
yeah.
of sex.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Can't get with somebody who's in love with somebody else.
Right.
That's insane.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
let's
I take it
see.
she gets to fuck back like a bunch of times. She's got like 5 dudes that are better than you. It's so bad. I thought you were gonna say like, or have no head. So I can't think of anything worse than going out with somebody who's infatuated with their ex for the rest of my life. Fuck. I'd rather have no dick than that.
Okay, what about she's in love with her ex, or she has been decapitated, and she's just like a throat hole. She's somehow still alive, and she could just make gurgling noises with this little like stump of a tongue that's still working.
Can she wear like a hat over the top of it so I don't have to see the stump all the time?
I don't see what sort of hat would fit that.
Like some sort of neck restraint, a neck restraint that has a tent over it.
That would suffocate her.
Get a lampshade.
What about a shoulder brace that just holds a hat over the hole?
And what about she was always chatty and she remains chatty?
Okay.
So you're like, yeah,
I'd rather she was infatuated with her ex.
Yeah, season 2 of Westworld, and she's like, pipe down, honey, save it for home.
Man, going to dinner is rough.
Yeah.
You got to feed her, hand feed her.
You got to baby bird the neck.
Yeah.
Drop
table for 1.5, please.
Drop food down the hole. It's fine.
What would be worse, to go to a 311 or an Offspring concert?
Wait a minute.
Somebody with a headless wife?
No, we get Jeff. Sorry, the gay question. This might change everything. Go ahead, Jeff. But it says here you haven't had sex for 6 months and you would have gay sex.
Right, you're not gay, Jeff, but what would you do to that guy?
That's all. I respect your hormone. Thanks, man. That's all.
That's funny.
What is worse, going to see a 311 concert or an Offspring concert?
That's fucking tough.
Offspring.
Those guys, you're going to be delighted to hear this, are touring together.
I know, they're calling it the never-ending tour. It's like a threat.
I don't have. Both of those bands are really, really good live. So I wouldn't mind. I don't care. I'll go see both of them.
See, I've been on the record saying this before. I have no beef with 311. I've seen them live. They put on a good show. But I know that there's a dude that plays a tambourine, and that is like the biggest bummer to Jason. So I think I'm
not a guy.
I'm not answering it for me. I'm not answering it for me.
Yeah, there's not a guy who plays tambourine.
Yes, there is.
There's not.
He fucking jumps around doing it all the time. He fucking did when I was there.
You're thinking of Yellow Card.
No, I'm not.
Jumper.
I am not. I will never forget it. It was 311, and he'll never get out of it. He's a tambourine guy. He gets it. He does it every fucking tour. He does a tambourine solo. You're a fucking idiot.
I don't remember seeing a tambourine solo, but
he does it and come around.
I'll go to the bathroom during the tambourine solo then.
Does Offspring play Pretty Fly for a White Guy live?
I would imagine so.
Right. So I'd rather go see 311.
I feel like what you might say is where I would come down on this. I have no interest in seeing either of them, but like I know there are people with taste who will back 311, so I think at least it's a less irritating crowd potentially.
So are we not trying to?
I believe
match with Jason.
I'm trying to think of what Jason would think the lesser of the two evils would be for people generally.
I think out of all people, you would know.
What's that?
There's one reason why I let one go versus the other one, and it only depends on the instrument that one of them's playing.
It's the tambourine. The tambourine nails it.
At least I could listen. No, it's not that. You got it wrong. The tambourine guy, to me, is so retarded that's funny to me. That was the most fun part. I stayed for the whole gig for that guy.
Okay.
But the other guy plays a Paul Reed Smith, so it's not, the guitar sounds alright. It's just the riffs that he's playing are terrible. But the sound of the guitar sounds good because it's a good guitar. But they're less catchy, so that means I don't have Offspring ringing in my head afterwards, and that just, I don't come around. It only goes for 3 minutes, and then the rest of it is just like an insane mix of rock and reggae. So I don't really fucking care. It's not, it's not in my head. It's just like when I go to a gay bar and they play weird gay music. I don't hear it.
Wait, so you're saying that Offspring is more catchy, so you go to the 311 show?
Yeah. Because that way when I leave, I don't hear their shit in my head as long.
Unexpected.
And I've seen both. I'm on the Big Day Out tour. I've had to this is why I have my opinions of these people. I was there. I didn't read about it. I went there. Offspring's way more annoying.
They
1,000
do
times
like
more.
banter.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots.
Right? It's like, hey, Noodles, this is
Yeah.
a pretty crazy crowd today, right?
That's insane.
What's the price that it would cost?
They think
for you
you're
to
the
go
dumbest
to-
people in the world. What?
What's the price it would cost for you to go to a 311 concert or an Offspring concert? Is it like, yeah, give me $2,000, I'll go see 311?
Jason, we want to hire you to host a party. 311 and Offspring.
Well, I wouldn't do it because it makes me a hypocrite. I spend too much time making fun of them. I can't do that. Even if they turn out to be nice guys, which I'm sure they probably fucking are.
Isn't there a price though? It'd be like, yeah, for $10,000 I'd go see Offspring.
Wait, just go watch them?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, who the fuck do you think I am? I'm not that well off. I'd go for $500. I just have to stand there? I don't care. They're not. I'm aware of all their music. It's been played on a fucking channel I used to work with. It doesn't. I don't care. Play it. I don't hate them that much. I feel like I made fun of them, and that was my little thing. I like my little things where I make fun of people. It's pretty repetitive and redundant. Actually, I got to get over it.
Would you like for them to
I should
drop
just
by
get
the show
no.
tomorrow? Because
That's
they will be around.
Yeah.
And
really.
yeah.
Never-ending summer tour.
Right.
Gotta push
I mean,
it.
will they all be on together?
3 of them.
I think, yeah.
Wait, from each band?
I think like
2
Peanut's
from-
going to come by and
Peanut and Noodles.
Yeah, Peanut.
I'm allergic to both.
It's like a pad thai.
Yeah, it is.
In the studio.
I don't know if I can handle that pad thai.
Yeah.
What is worse, to be crazy rich and have everyone hate you, or to be super poor but loved by all?
Which is worse? Being poor.
Yeah, being poor.
Can't pay my rent with your love.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Right?
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
I know.
Somebody.
Yeah,
Isn't that a J-Lo song?
I was trying to make it the blues, but maybe it was a pop song.
yeah, no, I guess you'd have to go with, you'd want to be rich and hated more than poor and loved.
I mean, he's saying poor and loved by all.
And I'm assuming if you're rich, it's not just like, but you have the one friend who likes you. Every single person hates you.
Yeah.
You can't live like that.
Yeah, I feel like loved by all sounds, for me, see, if I were to answer it as an anybody, I would say to be rich and hated. But if I was going to answer it for me, I would say loved by all, because I'm pathetic. That sounds great. Well, I really didn't piss off anybody. Everybody loves me. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't feel like I need money if I'm loved by all. Then I just get food and shelter. Everybody loves me.
I know.
Like,
I'm so lucky to have
Jason,
friends like
come
you.
in.
If I could just raise one small point. If you love me so much, can't I please crash on someone's couch?
Yeah.
Gotta have some money.
I don't like people are like pulling at me to stay at their house because they adore me.
You are loved by all.
Yeah, I feel like couldn't I just live with Butterballs for the rest of my life?
You could live with George Clooney.
It's a different kind of love.
I think that might be on the table right now.
Oh, wait, George Clooney wouldn't let me live with him if I was loved by all. Sirius XM would probably get me a bed in this building if I was loved by all. You would all come by. Maybe I could be in glass.
Yeah, you're poor. You're not homeless.
Yeah, being loved by all. Man, I feel like I've had bad days. People hate me. I don't like it. If everybody hated me, I would hate that.
So in the scenario where you're broke and loved by all, if like you're just walking down the street, are passerbys noticing you and like, fawning at your feet?
Yes, that's what yeah, you're like Jesus.
Everybody's just worshiping my broke ass as I go and dig for lunch out of a dumpster.
Well, you probably get a half a sandwich off somebody, yeah.
Okay,
here's what I do. When I'm hungry, I'll walk past where there's restaurants, and everyone's like, "Oh, you think I'm not getting a fucking half a sanger out of walking past fucking M Cafe at fucking 2 in the afternoon? Everyone's giving me their shit."
Okay, I came up with a hypothetical. It's almost the same thing, but maybe cements this a little bit more. What we're talking about. What is worse, to be the Michael Jordan of parkour?
Well, I didn't care what the other one is.
Or, and I'm assuming that you like make a really great living off of that. You have brought parkour to the next level. You're a multi-millionaire from
you
parkour.
You got Jimmy John's pants on.
Right.
You shoot elephants in summertime.
Or you are a wildly successful yet somehow still homeless gigolo.
I'm jumping off buildings.
Yeah, I want to be
Give me
like
parkour.
parkour isn't like the coolest thing in the world, but it does look fun to be able to do that. Like, if I could just flip off of walls and shit at a moment's notice, I think I'd like to do that.
Look,
You fancy yourself as like an American ninja,
even though you're not. So it makes sense that you would want to be this guy finally, because you cannot. Even when you whisper, do a somersault.
I can do a somersault,
No,
but
you
I can't.
cannot!
I can't like flippity doo on my way to work.
How much money? Okay, I'm willing to go to Offspring if you can do a somersault.
Oh my god!
Because that's just bullshit, dude. You can't do a somersault. Wait, don't, because I feel like maybe what you're going to do is like an egg roll, and that's not a somersault. A somersault is when you're standing on the ground and you do a somersault and land on your feet. That's what a somersault.
That's a flip.
Okay, what is a...
It's a front flip.
What's
right?
a somersault?
so like standing and then roll and then
You
on
put
your
your head
feet
on the
again.
floor
So
and
like,
roll
back.
over.
Come on, dude. That's not a somersault.
Yes, it is.
It's not! Nobody's ever called that a somersault.
That's what we call somersaults.
Yeah, everybody in the world calls that a somersault.
When you land on your head on the couch and roll over on your back?
Yeah.
Like a little roly-poly?
Yes.
Yeah.
He should be able to come up on his feet then back to standing. I'm
I
not
didn't-
sure he can do that.
No, that's not
not a somersault.
That's not a somersault.
The definition of I tend to agree with Will and Kevin, and maybe that's not an international thing, maybe that's an American thing. Just doing a simple rollover when you're a kid, a tumble, is called a somersault. The dictionary that comes up on Google is somersault is an acrobatic movement in which a person turns head over heels in the air or on the ground and lands or finishes on their feet.
Boom.
Is that the only definition?
The second one is...
Go ahead, Will. You're right. You know what? You're probably right. I mean, there's one of them in the dictionary that says I'm right, but no, we're both
I'm
right.
saying
Can we Google
words?
I can tell in America kids did somersaults that were called roly-polies that were called somersaults.
They did front flips.
You all called them that, and that's cool, but yeah, but it's obviously an English thing, because
so
somersaults
what
are...
is that
Is there another definition?
Because
Yes.
in gymnastics, a somersault is a fucking to flip, dude.
Okay, but what is that thing called that
I mean,
you're
you do-
describing?
What you're doing?
Where you put the head on the floor and then you
Yeah,
roll over onto
in my from where I came from, I think you call it a roly-poly.
Just like a front roll.
You called it an egg roll a minute ago too.
When performed on
Did
the
I?
ground, it is typically called a roll.
I mean, you are rolling,
Well, I can do a roll, guys.
right? Yeah, I'm not putting Offspring on the table for a roll.
That's why I was shocked when you said you can do a somersault.
Yeah, if you can do a somersault, sorry, if you can do a flip, that's
I cannot do it.
right. That's where I was
But
like,
if I could, I'd be fucking stoked, and I'd look for any opportunity to do it.
I used to be able to do it. It's overrated.
Like, these fries are great. I am literally flipping out over them.
Every now and then it would go wrong too. Like I'd be too drunk and I'd be like, I'll do it in front of everybody drunk. Fucking didn't work.
Jason will be ashamed of me, but I'll take the Michael Jordan of parkour as well.
I think it's insane that for me, once again, if I had to answer for me, because that would work for me. But I'm not. This is like a fake some other person that doesn't have kids and stuff, where I just like have sex and live at hot chicks' houses or something. Sure,
No, you're homeless.
Yeah, but I live at their houses.
No, you're constantly still home. Even though you're a successful gigolo, for some reason you live on the street.
So I fuck them in their houses or in their hotel, and then I immediately leave and go to the gutter to get some rest
and
time.
you smell like it. You're a proper homeless
Oh,
guy who is somehow a very successful gigolo.
Oh, yeah,
Not that good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a parkour guy could end up doing like some stunts and be friends with The Rock and stuff because he could
Potentially rent an apartment.
Yeah, all those other things that come into play.
What would be worse, to be an Uber driver or a pizza delivery guy?
Ooh,
that to me is very easy.
Yeah, it's way worse. To
I'd
be a
rather
driver.
I'd rather deliver pizza.
Yep.
Uber's horrible.
Pizza doesn't talk to you.
Exactly.
That's a t-shirt.
It is that
It's the saddest fucking t-shirt on the planet, but it's a t-shirt. Man, I want to see that guy walking there. His pizza doesn't talk to you.
But the flexible hours.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the argument. That's the only argument. Because I started to wonder, why don't people, since Uber driving has become so hot, just become pizza delivery people? And that's why. Because you have to be there Friday night every time.
But isn't it just Postmates now instead of pizza delivery?
Yeah.
Because everybody's that too.
Right. Which is what you would prefer. Because
Food
delivery
doesn't talk.
food doesn't talk. What is worse, to join a cult or join a frat?
Ooh.
Whatever.
Either way, you're getting brainwashed.
Aren't they the same thing? Just one's a government official one.
Well, you gotta pay to be in a frat.
You gotta pay. You gotta pay to be in a cult.
Oh, a lot more.
I've been watching cult documentaries lately. You gotta put. They all pay. That's
There
the
are
other
like
thing.
dues for it.
There's like they
take your money, yeah.
They
you
get
go in there.
people give them the money they all the money that they ever had to their cult and then live there. That's how they
And
get all the money.
Work for the cult.
Yeah, work for the
24 hours
guy.
a day.
Yeah.
You have to dress. You have to dress a certain way.
But
You're
they're free.
To physical.
But they're free.
Extremities.
Seems like cults.
Frats,
And
you're
then,
talking
and
about?
then there's bad things about cults.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, dressing a certain way, paying dues.
Then they torture you to get in the club because I don't think they do that in.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to do an elephant walk in, Sun Young Moon Church or
Yeah,
whatever.
you don't put your dick in someone else's butt cheeks for
But,
anybody.
but if you were in a cult one day, you don't get to later do a silly secret handshake with somebody and get a job.
You do get to have babies with all the women in the cult.
That's
Maybe.
if you're the leader.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, only one guy does. My bad. Yeah.
Everybody else is losing their balls.
Okay,
Yeah.
good point.
I think frats may be better than
Yeah,
cults.
yeah. And the police don't ever really kill you either.
What is worse, for your wife to become obsessively addicted to soap operas or obsessively addicted to steroids?
Man, that's tough for a guy like me. I'm like, man, steroid girl, super obsessed with steroids.
Is she exercising a lot?
Oh yeah, she's jacked.
Jacked.
She's
the soap opera's way worse.
She's reading the magazines all the time. She's wearing cutoff shirts and fanny packs. Like she's living
kinda
La
bummed. If I got-
La Vida steroid.
If I go home and Katie's not, I'm like, where is Katie? And I go outside and she's just cranking it, with like a half-cut shirt off, just like you know,
Ripping trees out of
yeah,
the ground.
like because I feel like there'd be food in the kitchen ready for me to eat because
Protein.
weightlifter people are always eating, so it'd be like protein shake in the kitchen, and you know what I mean, and then she'd be like squatting my dick off and shit, doing all kinds of weird. Look at this Kegel exercise. Whoa!
Right, but the back knee, the mood swings.
Oh, back knee. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Buff
Katie
asses
with
get
back.
weird looking too.
Katie with back. How big is that? There's a lot of steroids in there.
She's obsessively addicted. All the way. Or she's constantly watching soap operas or DVRing them and getting pissed off if she misses the last 30 seconds and wanting to talk to you about them and on the internet talking to other people about what happened with Luke and Tara.
She's calling you at work going, oh my god, Luke is dead.
Yeah, you come home and
what?
you come home and she's in a bad mood because of something that happened to Luke and Tara.
I'll take it because fucking when you're too jacked, like your ass turns into a walnut. Like it just looks like a deformed.
I went out with
fucking-
a girl who was jacked the other day, and it was not a bad experience.
Wait, which other day?
Tell
was
me,
that?
Yeah.
tell me everything.
It was a couple of weeks ago.
Game over.
Yeah.
No,
How do you know she was jacked? Like, did she wear cutoffs?
Oh my god, you might just step out of the conversation just for a second, Andrew, so we can keep it going before you come in with your loot.
Answer your questions.
How
Okay,
does she do
so,
laundry?
okay, so she was a very big, muscly lady, yeah.
It's not big, but yeah. No, I mean
Shredded or like you said, jack, so
jacked.
big.
Yeah, but not like she's not a tall person.
Did you fuck her right in the walnut?
See, I feel like he's very because I'm trying to sleep with muscly women, and
Right.
I've never seen a walnut ass. What this guy's talking about.
I've seen them.
I have seen some weightlifting ladies that I'm like, man, give me a shot at that because it looks wildly awesome.
Did you meet her at the gym?
Okay. What? I told you not. Don't come in yet until you start making sense.
It's not your turn.
No,
How
so
did how did you make her acquaintance?
But you went on a date. You're on a date with a muscly
Yeah,
lady.
yeah.
So the internet date. You met somebody on the internet, and then you met each other after the internet because you, obviously, as Andrew did cover, you didn't meet her at the gym.
I met her through friends.
Oh, okay. Friend of a friend said you guys would be good with each other. Oh, cool. And then you went and ate together?
Yeah.
Did she eat weird weightlifting food?
No, the first time we went for coffee.
Oh, and then you went on another date.
Yeah.
So the coffee was good.
Yeah.
What did you guys talk about?
Well, stuff.
No, like what?
How shitty Hollywood is. No, just stuff in general.
Yeah.
Like,
The world, how it's
her
going.
job,
Did
that
she
kind
brag
of
about
thing.
how much she can bench?
Is she a
No.
personal? Is she a personal trainer?
No,
Is she a gym fitness model?
She is in that world of
Right.
work, though.
Did you touch
She
on
sells sweatbands.
Did you touch on her physique and or fitness regimen during chatting?
Oh, I touched on her physique.
Hey.
Wait.
Did you grab her pecs?
Look, I'm not. I don't want to go down that whole road.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, so you fucked her. That's pretty crazy.
Anything else?
Yeah. We don't have to go down the whole road.
So was it walnutty? Was it a walnutty ass or was it a nice ass?
That's the last one, and I'll say it was nice.
Yeah, see?
Did you crack
It's
any
nice.
walnuts with it?
Is this going to continue?
Did you crack your nuts?
I don't know.
Guys. Listen, you got to read between the lines here.
Tell me more.
We got
tell me
enough. The last one was that she's got a nice ass, and he's been on a couple of dates with her. So, man, if you get involved with a really muscly chick, I'm envious, man. Just know that. I really love... I don't get to.
How big is her clip?
Whoa! What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I mean, is that a personal attack or what the
That is.
fuck, dude?
I was just about to say something.
We're trying...
I was going to ask Andrew a question
Man.
about his dating life, but I'm not gonna. I'll be the bigger man.
Oh my...
Sounds like she's the bigger man.
Okay, that's fucked up. I don't think this is cool, Will. I'm sorry, dude. If you need to leave, that's appropriate. You're being attacked.
Okay, this is Andrew.
What if they actually become really close with each other and you're talking about him fucking her fucking him? Sorry. Shit. What if she's a fan of the show? Or she's, a fan of Will and hears this? You know?
She is not gonna like Andrew.
It's true. Or me.
Most people don't.
You get used to it after a while.
Man.
Let's move on. What would be worse?
Sitting between you guys or being decapitated.
Oh, man.
Not being able to taste food at all, or having everything randomly taste like either cheesecake, watermelon, or horse poop.
Yeah, no.
So are those
Which
the
some
only
people
three-
love.
Those are the only 3 options of flavor?
It sounds like
Or-
it's like the mystery jelly bean things where you don't know
Right.
what it's going to be anytime you eat it, but it is guaranteed to be cheesecake, watermelon, or horse poop. This
So
for
wait,
me is-
I could be eating a cheeseburger, and it's either going to taste like a cheeseburger.
No.
Okay.
It's going to taste like a cheesecake,
Or a watermelon.
watermelon, or horse poop.
Okay, what was the first option again?
Not being able to
Really?
taste food at all.
Oh.
I'll give up taste. That's not hard.
I know, you gotta be joking me.
Because the thing is, I don't even like cheesecake and watermelon enough to. If you said if it was going to be, a delicious sirloin steak and horse poop, I'll probably take not having a sense of taste.
Right.
Well, can I ask one more question on the rules?
Uh-huh.
So if I go to Stout or something and I order a burger, and I take a bite and it tastes like horse poop, can I send it back and try
you can't.
again?
No, because it's the next thing that you eat, no matter what it is, will taste like horse poop.
Okay, what if I go to bed?
No.
It is a shame to lose your sense of taste.
Yeah, but it's way worse to eat food that tastes like a fucking cow shit.
And
Imagine eating a horse shit sandwich.
even if it was all
One time,
cheesecake,
man.
it would get really
Yeah, but
gross
one time,
after a while.
I don't even think, I don't want anything to taste like watermelon except watermelon. Or maybe candy. But I don't want any, savory thing to taste like watermelon.
Steak that tastes like
Confused. I'd just be like, man, just give me no taste. Let me eat and go to work.
Yeah.
There's an upside to not being able to taste food. It's actually pretty easy to maintain your weight. I would guess.
Yeah, live healthy.
I know a guy who can't taste anything. You doing okay? I'm sure he wouldn't trade it for the ability to eat watermelon and horse shit.
Right.
I'd say that pretty confidently.
Right.
What would be worse, to watch your mother's sex tape or to have her watch yours?
Nope.
Watch hers, probably?
My answer is no.
You want to talk about your muscly girlfriend?
No.
Okay. Second. That big's a clip, man. That's amazing.
I know.
So rude.
I guess.
Oh, mom can watch me fuck.
I mean, you guys got to be joking me, right?
No.
She's got to
I'll take one for the team. I'll watch hers because I don't want her to go through pain.
Why would it be painful?
Oh, it would be painful.
Okay, dude, painful for her to watch you have sex versus knowing you watched her have sex.
Does she have to know?
Yes!
I didn't know that was part of it.
We had to borrow it from her.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, you would do her the justice of not watching her have sex.
Okay, yep, you're right.
You know?
If she knows, then yeah.
She's like, I've seen your dick, I fucking made
Right,
you. Like,
right.
you don't remember my pussy
Yeah.
when you came out, hopefully.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so easy. Hey, Mama, I noticed you weren't... And I'm not, nah.
You have to stop yourself.
Yeah, I can't even
Yeah.
make a fake comment about whether she
Right.
was good or not.
Right.
What is worse, losing badly on TV on Jeopardy to both Dennis Rodman and The Situation, or getting your ass kicked in public by Rick Moranis?
Who's Rick Moranis?
The guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
He's actually pretty fit.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like a weightlifter guy. He's like a super nerdy face, but he's actually kind of like a weightliftery kind of nugget dude. I swear. Or he was anyway. It's old now. That was a long time ago.
I would get my ass kicked by Rick Moranis just because it's been a while since I've seen him.
Yeah, good. What is he doing?
Just for the nostalgia. He, like, retired. He made so much money off of, like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Ghostbusters. He's just like, well, fuck this.
I think it was that. I think he wanted to raise his kids. I think there was the element of he had enough money that he didn't want to do the Rick Moranis role anymore. Nobody really wanted him to do other shit. So
Yeah.
he was a victim of typecasting and didn't need to take that shit.
Good for him.
Yeah. I guess it would be kind of cool to get your ass kicked by Rick Moranis.
Yeah, maybe I could negotiate to go out and get a beer with him afterwards.
Well, no, he's kicking your ass for a reason. I'm assuming.
But a lot of times after there's an ass kicking, sometimes that gets everything out of the way and people make up.
That's right. All of a sudden, Joanna was hugging Rose in between every single round.
Yeah, that was odd.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that it's either that or they hate each other still. So I'm happy that they like each other.
And maybe it's a little bit of both.
I'm going on Jeopardy.
I'm getting my ass kicked. That is just so much fun.
Be on TV or get your ass kicked.
Wait, it's on TV, but you're getting your ass kicked on TV though,
Well, I'm
right?
assuming the video is going to go viral.
Yeah.
People are going to go, whoa, that's Rick Moranis beating that guy up.
Yeah, you got to think about it in today's terms, and I'm thinking about for the radio show. Yeah, okay, I made it on Celebrity Feud, so I don't know how the fuck that happened, but they accidentally thought I was a celebrity. But I don't think that many people care about Family Feud. Sure, it might make it for a second there, but a fist fight, people love fist fights. And if it's, hey, remember the dude from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids who doesn't come across as a very tough guy, beating the fuck out of a dude that looks super tough? I'm going to be everywhere. And I want to lose. And losing to him would be sweet. Because I like that guy. He seems friendly, and I don't think that later on I'd have flashbacks of thinking I need to kick that dude's ass. I'd be like, that was fair.
It's Dark Helmet.
Yeah, it's Dark Helmet.
Strange Brew. I'm sure many of our listeners think that's a funny movie.
I just didn't know that everybody was such big Rick Moranis fans in here.
Neither did I, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But I always liked him in Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yeah.
I always liked all the...
Leonard Tully, I think, actually, in Ghostbusters.
That was his name in
yeah.
it. Yeah, he was awesome and all that stuff. Yeah, we're all surprised we like that guy.
Maybe we have time for one or two more. What is worse, to vomit regularly every 4 hours or to diarrhea regularly every 6 hours?
I guess diarrhea.
I'd rather diarrhea.
It's like, which part of my life do you want to exist in?
You're going to be raw.
I know, but man, I feel like you die pretty soon if you vomit it. That's death. If
It'll
you
rot
vomit
your teeth.
every 4 hours, you'd be fucked.
Your throat's messed up.
Your throat's going to be really messed up.
you have to
I'd
be
rather have the
hydrated.
diarrhea.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that then.
Yep. Diarrhea party.
I'd rather watch my mum have porn.
I just got a push alert that Brock Lesnar has re-signed with the WWE, so maybe he's not going to the UFC.
Well, that would make sense, just judging by his fat ass in the ring yesterday. Doesn't look like he's ready to do anything. Yeah. And I would not, dude. It sounds like the worst. Like, David, yeah, come over, man. I'll give you like $7 million to die, and I'm already a millionaire. I don't like. I like my life. I like my wife. And does he have kids?
Yeah. And he's married to like a hot, super hot WWE chick.
Okay, dude, maybe 20 years ago, I know who you're talking about, but oh my
Sable's
god,
hot.
dude, she is 80s cheeseball. But anyway, she's such a lovely person that I'm not fighting Francis Ngannou. I don't, even if I am a giant Brock Lesnar guy. Fuck that, man. I mean, you can't win. You know, he's not 15, or you can't just change him and turn into some other amazing MMA guy. He's just going to be that
And he works a super limited schedule with pro wrestling and can stay at home and only shows up, I don't know, maybe a dozen times a year.
I don't know if I would. I guess, if when you're that much of a battle horse, maybe you just want to be tested again. But my hat's off to him if he gets in there, because I would be terrified to fight. I don't care how big I am. Everybody who's in the heavyweight division just seems like I'm only doing it because this is like going to get my family somewhere. If I'm already loaded, it seems a little bit egotistical to do it, really. What about your kids? If you're going to fight Francis Ngannou, is it really necessary? You're not paying any bills for this. You're just doing it because you want people to see you in the octagon again.
Is this necessarily an either or? Somebody tweeted at me earlier, I don't know if this is true or not, that he signed a multi-fight deal with the UFC when he came back for the last one. So it's pretty much at any point, if he decides he wants to take a fight, he can take a fight, and I'm sure the WWE will accommodate that.
Okay. Yeah, he couldn't just go to Bellator if they threw $20 million at him.
But him being in pro wrestling doesn't mean he's definitely done in the UFC either.
No, I'd be interested to see if they would allow it. But Dana apparently has a really good relationship with the WWE right now. Dana was at the movie premiere for the Andre the Giant documentary that's coming out, and with being in the second row for Ronda's fight, and I guess CM Punk's that's always questionable, but he's got a fight coming up. But yeah, so it seems.
But isn't he not friends with the wrestle world though?
Dana or
no,
CM Punk?
CM Punk. He's not going back, right?
Supposedly time heals everything, and he'll be back at some point. But
okay.
Who knows?
Wrestling seems it's like there's more unanticipated comebacks in that than in just about any other medium I can think of. People just seem like they're so done with an organization or whatever, and then 20 years later there they are again. Woo!
In the past 2 weeks they've been talking about Hulk Hogan coming back and trying to apologize for the N-word stuff that he did. And yeah.
He tried to apologize for it?
He has said he needs to apologize and wants to apologize to all wrestlers. And the WWE is like, we don't have a contract with him right now, but we're talking with him, and if there are things current wrestlers could learn from Hulk's mistakes, that's something we might welcome in the future, but he's not currently under contract. He's going to return at some point.
Even if you're hated, you can be a bad guy.
A lot of t-shirts today.
I feel weird as a white guy saying this, but I almost feel like there should be a black dude council that gets to rule on those things. Are we forgiving Hulk Hogan for saying the N-word? And if that council says yes, he's allowed to have his
So you're saying his fate should rest in the hands of the Pancake guys?
I'm okay with that. I think the Pancake guys would seriously, they would let him fly.
Yeah, they've said, we would talk to him.
Right. Wait, the Pancake guys or the WWE?
Pancake guys.
Shut the fuck up. The Pancake guys were asked whether they would hang out with Hulk.
They've made comments on their Twitter and things like that.
Oh, okay.
We want to have that conversation.
Have we heard from Virgil?
He's still just selling figurines at different trade shows.
Booker
T's there? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd
the
go.
Junkyard Dog?
Yeah, what did the Junkyard Dog say? Oh, okay, well, he's okay with it then. I mean, he's not going to stop Hulk.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, I would like to see. It's weird that you would say that you want to apologize. Why didn't you just apologize whenever that we were being quoted right there?
Because I don't think he ever thought that was going to be made public.
I mean, he did apologize, didn't he?
Yeah, he said he's sorry, but when the run up to WrestleMania happens, because this Andre the Giant documentary that HBO made is going to be big, people started to ask Hulk a lot of questions. He was like, I have apologies that I need to make and I want to make, and then hopefully we can work together in the future.
Well, as long as we don't work together where he starts wrestling again, I don't mind. Don't fall on the ground anymore, dude.
The leg drop, really bad for his back and hips.
He doesn't have any hips. He's like a snake.
There was a crazy picture of him that came out over the weekend at the beach. His body looks weird. Very
What do you mean?
weird. Like, just keg, fridge stomach, but then I don't understand how he doesn't have skin cancer. He is dark, unbelievably dark still, but yeah, it's impressive.
Well, I mean, if you're really, really old and you lift a lot of weights, that's kind of what happens. I don't think he looks that bad, all things considered. Isn't it really tough to be a giant person?
I think he's only 6'4", so he's not huge. He's not Undertaker size.
Yeah, but he's big though. He has a giant rib cage.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so he's not like a normal. He's not just a tall dude. He's really, really wide for how tall he is.
But it's he's barrel chested, but it's in the abdomen.
Yeah, it's like no, because that's what dude. I swear, it's weightlifters. Weightlifters. When you get older, your arms and your legs get smaller, and your belly gets bigger.
It describes them perfectly.
Right,
Yeah.
and when you had arms and legs that big, and they start to go, there's way more stuff to go places now, and none of these dudes have any cardio because they can't fucking run. They can't do any maybe he can row, maybe those arms can go.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like he's a guy that's a super fan of doing long distance running or rowing or anything. He's a guy that I think his bum bag's just full of weed and he just fucking hangs out all day high. I think that's what I see anyway.
It's kid CDs. He wants to buy one, right?
He might ask somebody to buy a CD. Charge him $20.
We have a guest that's going to be here pretty shortly,
All
right?
right, we'll be back.
He's barrel chested in his abdomen. I have a headache in my stomach. I have pain on my leg.
Okay. So I'll come grab her in a couple minutes. Thanks.
So I was making a note of which ones I was using and stuff. We can obviously do that again whenever.
Are you gonna keep track? Do you have that just a doc of?
I made a doc of it,
Okay.
and I was trying. The one thing that I didn't do before we went in is kind of
arrange it.
Yeah, so I didn't. I was just trying to. I didn't want to do all of mine and half of someone else's,
Right.
so I was just trying to randomly
Jump
pull
around.
shit. Yeah, but like I said, I made a note of which ones I did.
Jason, I don't know what's going on. They said they delivered your food and it hasn't arrived. So I've reported it back to Postmates to figure out what exactly.
They gave it to somebody.
Yeah, it's somewhere. So, anyway, do you want me to run out and grab you something?
Sorry.
Do you want just a grocery car or something?
I'll make it home. Don't worry about it. Thanks, Betsy.
Okay. Oh, can we, with your credit card for your WWE stuff? Yeah, we got another one of those. I can't access all the information on the Postmates.
Don't
I
worry.
have it.
Just-
Do you want to give me your card to give to Andrew, so he
No,
can order your stuff?
I'll do it.
No. Okay.
Someone asked if we could mention the hockey team bus
Alright.
crash in Canada. I just don't really know when the time is.
I'll do it.
You want to do it at the very end? Or you want to just do it as a weird, quick rejoin and then...
Yeah. Let's just get it out of the way, because you don't want to do it with Erinn
exactly
in here.
Yeah.
Do it before she walks in. I know, how fucking gnarly is that?
Yeah.
You got to rejoin?
Yeah, we'll bring her in after.
Okay.
It'll be very quick. Before we bring in our guests, we wanted to take a quick moment to acknowledge the tragedy that occurred in Canada as a junior hockey team's bus collided with a tractor trailer on a highway in Saskatchewan. I'm sure many listeners, particularly our listeners north of the border, only too aware of these horrible events.
Ages 16 to 21, 15 lives so far, 13 more still in hospital of kids that play hockey for a team in Saskatchewan. So I know a lot of people in Saskatchewan listen to the show, so that is devastating, and I'm really sorry to everybody there, and you know, we know that everybody listens out there, so some people hit us up about it, so we're really sorry, everybody.
And we're thinking of you guys.
Yeah. So, but we wanted to know where you're going to bring that up, but we had to bring that up because we know that it happened. We're not going to ignore it. So hang in there, everybody, and yeah, I don't even know what to say. Words cannot. I do not have any words for it. I just very devastating. I hope everybody is okay. I'm very sorry for their families. That's some gnarly shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Erinn is here. Okay, Erinn is gonna come in, and we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, come on in. We had to do that.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you? Hi.
Hi.
What's it here?
We're just playing some silly music, then we'll talk to you.
Okay.
Wow. Unlike other people, lately people are getting older. I've noticed that, but you look like you might be doing steroids. You having a good week, or is it like because of the new show you look extra young and hot, like you got younger?
I will take it.
Also,
I have in fact just factually not gotten younger, but
Right.
I'll take all those nice words and store them in my heart bank.
Right? Oh, holy fucking sweet as hell that was. The heart bank.
Also, Erinn Hayes, when a woman cuts her hair much shorter, everybody always goes, "Oh, it looks great," and they're not telling the truth. But your hair actually looks so great.
Thank you. That's what it is. You got to. I'm going full Goldie Hawn, where I'm going to lighten up around the face. That's what people say.
Make sure you smile all the
right?
time. Then that happens.
Yeah.
Though she seems like she doesn't stop smiling.
I know.
But you're young. You just, do you steroids or anything? Or you, like Hollywood steroids?
What is that a thing people do?
I always felt like when people got like to a level where I'm like, they don't age. What's up with that?
There was like one time when I got sick on a set and they gave me like the fluids.
Yes.
Where they pump you full of fluids.
No steroids in it though.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
But I was like, I've made it.
Oh yeah.
In the trailer.
Oh, because they brought it.
They brought it to me.
We've got to keep the live wire alive.
This is what it is to have made it.
Yeah.
I'm indispensable.
Yes.
Did it feel good?
Yeah.
Good.
That shit works.
Being fit, making yourself feel special, or
Getting all new
fluids. Right.
Works for Keith Richards. Works for you.
Right. Yeah.
So we're checking out the trailer for your new Amazon series, The Dangerous Book for Boys.
Yeah.
I am a father, and I got emotional watching the trailer.
It's a sweet show, and it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, the premise is that it's a family who's coming back from the loss of the dad, and it's a mom and her 3 sons, and the mother-in-law, and we don't like sugarcoat it. It's a real, there's some real emotion in it. But it's also at the end of the day, it's a very hopeful show, and it's a very sweet show, and it's a family show. So it's nice. This is like honestly one of the first things that I've done that my kids could actually watch it. And now they know all the lines of all 6 episodes.
They haven't seen you doing a bunch of blow and being a lawyer on Children's Hospital yet?
It's weird, right?
Why would you bring that up?
Yeah, right? We haven't had the cocaine talk yet.
I find cocaine makes that one a lot easier.
Oh, sure. Honey, listen.
And here's 5 more things about cocaine.
Man.
Also, I love your shoes.
Okay, so we're not. It is like I was like, wow, this show is something that you wouldn't want to come in here to promote.
Huh? Yeah. well, listen, this is maybe not. This is a sweet show. Yeah.
I'm too disturbed. I could tell. I was with Tully. I watched the trailer and I'm like, I can't. I'm too. I gotta go to therapy for a few more years before I can watch that and not get sad about it.
Open up your heart box.
No, I know. Wow, I'm taking heart box. I swear to God, that's so good.
Pack it right in your heart
I don't put a lot of things in my heart box. Like
And if I think about it, that I should be putting a lot more things in that box than I do.
Load it up.
I get a lot of stuff to load when you know what I do? My heart box doesn't even have a fucking key, Erinn. I like a locked up heart box, and I need to open it.
No, but women love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Women.
It's catnip.
It's like a project.
Women love that when you're young. When you're old, you don't need a project when he's 46. No. It's not attracted to be like, I don't know who I am yet. I fucking know who I am. It's just my box is closed. Yeah. I know it's closed. That's all.
Then there you go.
I like it like that, but I feel like that's one. I think it might be yet again another mistake that I have made. Open my heart box
dear diary.
and put them in there.
Dude, tonight's gonna be a big diary entry, huh?
Wow. Yeah. Blew my mind.
Dear diary, it's Jason. You know that.
Let him in your box, Jace. Don't be so hard. That's a good advice there, Erinn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So now that you've got the kids show and you're super inappropriate inside your mind, and people know who you are, and all the all the colleagues are very offensive.
Yeah.
Does this mean like you have to? Are you going to change? Are you going to be like less accepting of roles that are edgy? Be like, no, look, I'm a little bit of
I've got
a humble.
Image. I've got a family image to uphold. No, are you kidding me? No, this is like this is just another. It's nice. This has been great because you know what? I haven't done this in a while. Like something where the comedy is. It's not like some sort of meta commenting on the comedy, or it's not a straight network sitcom that is like 3 jokes a page and you got to hit it and you know that's a particular kind of comedy. Children's Hospital was a different particular comedy where you know what the joke is and you're also commenting on the joke as you're delivering it. And this is like a delightful warm comedy. So just to have.
So is it easier?
It's a different skill. I mean, I think it was harder in the way that the emotions have to be real and the jokes have to come from a more natural place.
All right.
But then it's easier because if it's grounded in reality, that it flows easier.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just starting to understand acting for the first time. I come late, which is not actually true lately. I don't want to get into that, but. It's another show, but I'm starting to understand what makes somebody a good actor, or what or the things that go to get involved in it. Because I've always said, I'm like, when someone shits on someone for being a bad actress or actor, I'm like, I don't know. Like I feel like if I'm shitting on Keanu Reeves, I don't know why. I liked him. I think he's awesome. And if someone's like, oh, he's the worst actor ever, I'm like, is he? Because when I see him go. Whoa! I'm like, well, yeah, man. He thought that dude jumped and landed on the building. He's
very surprised. He's complete.
Whoa, man! Fuck! You see that? I didn't expect that.
I only have a problem with. Well, that's not true. But I have a problem with acting sometimes when it seems like somebody's in a completely different show or movie, and that's one thing that I worry about a lot when I'm starting a new job and maybe they've already been shooting. Like to touch in and be like, are we on the same page? Like, am I too big? Am I too small? What's everybody? How are we doing jokes around here? How are we doing that? How much are we leaning into, like, how much are we sitting in a sad moment? What's the general tone? Because if you get that wrong, then you stand out.
See, that
seems like it'd be particularly challenging when you're starting something from scratch. Because if you're going to a show that already exists, well, there's a thing there. You got to find if you can tap into it. But I do see some shows where, from the first episode, everybody was in a completely different show.
Right.
And that's right, because everybody showed up going, "Oh, I think we're going to do this," and clearly no director identified or effectively corralled everybody.
Yeah. Or casting was just way off, or something like that. Where
sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's like watching 5 shows at the same time.
Oh.
Like I thought that OJ miniseries.
What a positive way to take that.
Like the OJ miniseries, half of them were like, wow, this is amazing. You are Johnny Cochran. And then there's just Travolta providing comic relief.
His pants off at you, right? Like there are there's one, God, what was the one? There's some Tom Cruise movies where I'm like, you're acting so hard at me. And it's like, I can't. I'm like, I have to look away. It's too much coming at my face.
He's very intense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like you can see your technique. You're trying so hard. And then other times, the same actor will be wonderful at something.
But isn't he one of the greatest actors of our time? Is that for you to say that he is doing it in a way where it sounds like he's.
Are you
just saying that to get in a fight?
No, just people keep. Like I said, people think that he's really great. He's really
I
bad.
do think he's great. I do think there's things he's really great in.
Exceptionally bad in others, though. Yeah. See,
I said that on. There's a recording.
Nobody's listening to the show.
We'll never get into the Scientology.
Oh God, I'll never be as an
Give me an example of one where he does it, because I want to watch it now and try to
I
get.
found Vanilla Sky to be unwatchable.
Okay, and which bits were all of it where he's in it? You're saying he has a face where it looks like he's not in that movie, or
I'm saying like he's acting so hard at me.
He's acting so hard at you.
At all of the audience, like
okay,
take me seriously. I'm a serious actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's gonna make that movie way more fun for me.
I never saw Born on the 4th of July, but that would seem to be a candidate for.
Oh,
how dare you?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, good.
I'm fine with that one. Yeah.
So, do you like build a character from the ground up for something like this?
Take myself down to I go 4 days in the desert until I forget my own name, and I start from scratch.
Because we all watch actors, we have no idea how you guys do what you do.
I mean, for this particular show, which is a show about a mom, with 3 kids who has lost her husband, this was not a put on someone else entirely. This was like find the truth in this scenario for me, and what would it be like if I lost my husband, who is like very much 50-50 in our household for parenting and just everything. So that wasn't, and then you just put on this, and then there's the specifics of this particular family and what her sons are going through and how I might react to that. There are, I think, Chris Diamantopoulos, who plays the dad, and then he also plays the twin brother of the dad who shows up. He plays 2 completely different characters in this series, and he is such a character actor. He had, to watch him create these 2 completely separate characters. That was really fun because you really do see him as a completely different person.
Are either of them very similar to the real guy?
Definitely the father.
Okay.
The deceased father is much closer than the kind of doofusy, not very smart brother.
You watched him, like you're saying, you watch him create the 2 characters, like you're watching him, it's not perfected, and then it becomes.
Yeah, we would.
You watched him work on both of them.
Yeah, work on both of them, and he's in the hair and makeup, going, well, what if he's got, what's the hair and this and costumes and all that type of that. Where I think, for me, it was just trying to be as natural as possible.
Right. You wouldn't throw out there like, what if I'm a Southie? Let me try my accent.
What if she's got like a crazy lip? Like she's got a lateral lip. I pitched it and they didn't go for it.
Maybe it's a little too real. Maybe it's a little too real for them.
Man, that mum being super sad with that list is the most confusing thing.
Pull yourself out of the grief. It's all going to work out just fine. Honey, I think you should see a counselor.
Man, you can't do that. The kids gonna be. It could be tough for kids to stay composed with that. You're really putting the pressure on a guy.
There's an alternate version of this show that could be made.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
It just goes to show how sick you are. Because I know you just. I was like, wow, that does sound like a really good idea. If Erinn could be bothered to do that. That would break the ice for me. Is it harder to work with kids or adults?
Depends on the kid and the adult.
Were these kids super annoying?
No, not at all. They were great. But it is funny because I have 2 girls and their main
do they want to be
activities at home are like reading.
Do they want to be actors?
No, thank God.
Both of them, and you say thank God. That's funny.
I know. I don't know what they want to be. I mean, one of them is like the future librarian of America. She just wants to do something involving books. And then the other one is, who knows, she's 8.
Man, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Books is like a weird thing for kids to want to be into.
I think there's this really big resurgence in reading that I've noticed as like at least looking at their friend groups.
Yeah.
They're upset because now more than when we were kids, everything is a series. So that first book hooks them, and then they read the entire series, and then they pass it on and then they look for the next series. So it's not just a page turner; it's a page turner with a second, third, fourth, fifth book.
That's awesome.
It's like they're binge watching.
Yeah.
But they're binge reading.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's sort of the premise of the show, at least based on the trailer, is the kids are not that sort of kid, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange to say, please watch a show on a screen about kids who we want to stop looking at screens and live in the real life. I understand that that's a little weird, but it's kind of what this is like get out and do stuff, learn things, experience life, get away from your screen, talk to your friends, talk to a girl, learn to play poker, like put yourself out there.
Kids need to play more poker. They're awful.
Yeah, gambling addictions are underrated.
Frankly, I'm embarrassed at how easily I take their money.
Put some hair on your chin and get a gambling addiction, you know?
Get out there behind the 7-Eleven and learn craps.
Feel the edge of what it's like to lose all your money that you have on you. It's like a buzz, you know?
You already lost your parents. Get rid of your allowance.
Some kids outside of 7-Eleven the other day asked me to buy them beer. That hasn't happened to me in years.
You would have hooked them up for sure.
I said no this time.
Oh!
Last time, I not only bought them the beer, I threw in some Aftershock on me.
Yeah,
that's real. How old do you think they were?
Yeah, I can't tell with young people anymore. 16?
Oh, okay. That's
old,
different.
Old, plenty old enough.
How old are your kids?
My dude is 6.
6. When was the last time someone asked you to buy beer? Or you did it? Was it 7 years ago?
Oh, no, it was way before he was born.
That's what
It's got nothing to do with that. No, I'm trying to get my kid to drink, and he won't do it. I got him to take sips of coffee, but he wants nothing to do with scotch.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm trying, Erinn Hayes.
Give it time. How old is he? What is he, 4 or something? Give him time. He'll come around. Yeah, 6, it'll work.
Right, when you don't want him to.
They are those phone things are boring. I would be really excited to hear that there's a new thing going around where kids are just like, man, I gotta read stuff. I'd be super pumped on that. My daughter is like a zombie to it. And it's really hard for me to not be the lamest person in the world because I can't stop bringing up how useless you are on that thing. I don't say the word useless, but I'm like, you want to put that down for a second? Hey, you probably do it faster if you put the phone in your pocket.
Down. How old is she?
13.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what I've got coming, isn't it? Because mine are like 8 and 10. So we're still, I'm like, just prepare yourself. You're going to be the last one of your friends to have a phone, and you're going to hate me. But I will pay you money. And then I'm like going on this thing. I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this like 16 at 16 and try to give them just straight up money at 16 if they stay off social media until 16. Be like, you could do whatever you want with that money.
What do you think your chances are of pulling that off?
Real slim.
Right. Because I did what you just said. Yeah. She was the last person in her school to get a phone. And I was like, I don't care. And then I found out that they were all putting money together, all her friends, to buy her a phone. So you
want to buy her like a jitterbug, like one of those old people phones?
No,
that you have to open up and the buttons are 3 inches apart?
No, they have.
You can only call the paramedics.
Yeah, right?
All my daughter's friends have the new phone. Their phone's better than my phone. And they'll point it out too. Oh, you have the 8. Oh.
I was straight up mad when my phone almost shattered and I had to go buy a new one. And the guy showed, I was like, well, how much is the 10? I was like, you shut your pretty little mouth. And I was like, I'll take the 8. and then he like shows the total to me and he goes, is this okay? And I was so mad at him. At the salesman who does not set the price. And I was like, well, no, it's not, in fact. But what is my option?
Right.
Like, just angry at how much it was.
It's not fair.
And then I got angry. I was like, people are buying these for their children? What did their kids ever do to deserve that?
No, they're poisoned. One of mine isn't, and the other one is. And I don't know what's going on. One's like, hey, let's hang out and do sports. I'm like, yeah, man, okay. And the other one's like, Snapchat. I'm like, man, you are fried. Like, I won't say that, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, but it kind of makes you look. It reminds me to put mine down. Like when I see her like, I'm like, hey, put that down for a second, and I'm like, man, I'm putting mine over there because that she looks terrible.
Yeah, it's not a pretty look, and that's what the message of this show is. So we're trying to do what we can.
I think it's a good thing. Look, you got to do both. That's the other thing. I don't think it's impossible for you to pull off the what I would call the impossible and say 16, I'll give you a bunch of money and then you can have social media. They're not going to go for that. But would it be okay to have that, but also have passions that involve you putting it down? Because that's, to me, I can't tell my daughter. I've done all the,
you know, your father can't read. He didn't go to school. Like, I'm an uneducated moron, and I got money. I made it because I've got a passion, and I just didn't give up. That's all you need in life, is just not to give up. On the phone. Like, you will figure it out sooner or later. Something has to switch on. But if you don't have, like, I don't like a thing, because I can't tell her to put it down. If I tell her to put it down, I suck. But if she really wanted to go outside and do a thing with her friends...
Right, like providing the options or trying to inspire them to, you know, present things to... I don't know.
Well, the phone isn't bad as long as it's not their favorite thing in the world. Because when I was a kid, I don't know what you did, Erinn. I watched a shit ton of TV. I played a shit ton of Nintendo. But if somebody goes, hey, we're playing a football game...
Yeah.
Fuck Nintendo. It'll be here when I get back.
We used to stay in my brother and I used to stay in for like entire weekends and watch the Monkees marathons.
Wait, the Monkees, the band?
Like, hey, we're the Monkees. They had a TV show. And they would...
Man, you look great for knowing that. Holy...
Great for someone who was a child in 1960.
Right, because I'm like, wait. Because holy crap. I'm like, the Monkees, the band?
I had some serums to sell.
My wife's a big fan, too. I don't know what that is.
Did you see the Beatles?
Shea Stadium?
Your wife's a big fan of the Monkees too?
She's from Japan, so it's kind of interesting because when she showed up, she just turned on the TV and didn't know, like, here's the cool stuff kids are supposed to like. She just turned on Nick at Night and she's like, oh, I like this.
Yeah, because I think they did reruns on Nick at Night.
That's exactly how she got into it.
I'm just a baby.
One time, Davy Jones came to her mom's restaurant. It was like the biggest thing that ever happened to their lives.
My mom went on a date with one of them.
I hope it wasn't.
With a monkey.
I hope it wasn't
With
Mickey
a monkey.
Dolenz.
Shut.
I think it was Mickey Dolenz.
God, he's the worst
He
one.
took her out on a scooter.
That sounds like that's classic Dolenz.
Classic Dolenz.
Wait, do you think your mum boned a monkey?
I don't think she'd bone him. I think
But you think your mum would tell you that she boned a monkey? If you went on a date with a monkey, you boned him. I'm sorry to hit you. I mean, holy cow! You don't tell your daughter you boned a monkey,
my dad?
Right? I mean, you kind of. She kind of.
My real dad, you guys.
I mean, it's
The worst monkey.
And you love the monkeys.
He's the Ringo of the monkeys. Yeah. Wrap your brain around that.
I know.
Everybody.
It's no Peter Tork.
Erinn Hayes.
No Peter Tork.
Peter
Not even a Michael Nesmith.
Not even.
Okay. At Erinn Hayes, come on, at Hayes lady. Yes. This is not fair. Everybody, check out the movie on Amazon.
It's a television program.
Quickly, I mean, that's it. Quickly, because I'm getting bum rushed. Just do it.
Amazon Prime, The Dangerous Book for Boys.
Yes, that's right. Everybody, yes, on Amazon. We've got to go.
Bye.
Thanks for being on the show. It's always good to see you. And after the show, when we're not on air, tell me what drugs you're using. My fucking face is coming off. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. And don't die.
Peter Tork, that's right. It's
Peter Tork, Mike Nesmith, whose mom invented Post-its or something.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then Davy Jones.
Dolenz and Davy Jones. I tweeted at Mel Brooks on your behalf. I tweeted at Mel Brooks on your behalf.
Oh my god.
Because he was just like, I would love to do Blazing Saddles, but who the hell could play Madeline? And I was like,
I have her book.
I know.
I have her book, her life, her memoir, to try to see if there's some way in.
I've seen you say that before, and I've never done the whole, like, Mel, meet Erinn, meet, come on, guys.
Let's do it. Every once in a while I get, like, a compliment from an editor that they'll be like, you remind me of Madeline Kahn, and I'm like, I'll marry you, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. She's the greatest.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Photo.
I know.
I'm still coming to the dealership to get my car serviced.
That was good. She was really funny.
Oh, she's the best.
Yeah. That was better than the last time she was in. That was really good.
What happened last time?
Just wasn't like I just thought that was one of the better
Uh-huh.
interviews in the last one.
Just didn't snap.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was really really funny.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just a couple guests to run by you.
Okay.
Brooke Hogan.
Yeah.
She's promoting the next season of MTV's The Challenge.